And welcome back. And with last week, we had our party running through Cinderlin, a small pocket world of the Fey realm, loaded with treasure and fraught with danger. And we are also introducing a new character this week, who happened to be, one of the frozen statues right next to the Gorgon. We're going to go ahead and get into him and his backstory in a little bit, but the party had been moving through Cinderlin. They found a couple of interesting-looking staircases that seemed to go on forever, and while exploring, the last thing they experienced was some sort of a creature coming out of the lava, made a quick bite at them before ducking down under the lava. They then ran for cover and got fired on by a ballista, and they're now trapped between the lava and some sort of a ballista with one of the statues coming to life. It's sheer chaos! And let's go ahead and kick it off there. We're going to go ahead and, just for fun of it, we're going to turn things over to you, Ildren. As you've been frozen for an unknown amount of time in stone, you come to, you see two people just across the way. The Gorgon that stoned you, I think that's what it's called, lays dead by your feet, its head dissolving seemingly in the lava. You get a couple of seconds to collect your thought, and you see Yasara, go ahead and describe yourself, standing right next to a short halfling wizard. A halfling wizard looking very, very frightened as he's way out of his element here.
You see a fairly well-veiled humanoid shape, average size woman on the other side next to the wizard. Very fluid movements, very quick and liquid type movements as she is running away from the Gorgon and trying to help her friends.
The Gorgon is dead, I'm going to emphasize that, and that's the little marker I just threw on there. As it has recently died, its death allowed you to turn back to flesh. The other statues begin to crumble as they have taken a considerable amount of damage over the years. There's no flesh to be had there, but Ildren, you come to, your eyes begin to adjust, and you?
I come stumbling forward, all elbows and knees kind of stagger to the floor a bit, look around confused. You see a dark elf, dark purple skin, kind of silvery white hair, very long, comes down to his waist, kind of slopped over his forehead as he kind of just pulls out the hair out of his way and sees the halfling beside him, looks over at the Gorgon head. You seem to have dealt with him.
The small halfling's like, ah! Who are you?
Who are you?
You're alive?
I hope. It doesn't feel like it. I just start stretching. I feel for a sword at my side, which I'm guessing is still there, hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you see that I'm kind of dressed in like tight-fitting, ornate-looking robes, dark purples and blues. I have a kind of curved scimitar on my side, and yeah, I having trouble remembering how I got here. Where is here again?
Yosara kind of snap her hands in front of them, kind of like, well, we can get to this later. Are you okay? Can you fight?
Normally, yes. I feel like I could, if the situation calls for it. God, it's hot. Are there any more of those? And I point down at the Gorgon.
I was kind of hoping you could tell me that. We killed that one. I don't know if there's more. There's more of us, though. And I point over
Everything's
to
a haze.
Sana and Kale and the Kurgan.
Are they standing far off?
No, they're southeast of us.
Yeah, are you able
I
to see the full map? Yeah.
Yeah, I see them now.
Gotcha, yeah. They're down in the southeast. They get fired on, and they took cover behind a bunch of walls with Alaric going, covering fire! Runs up, throws a rock. That lands in the lava, and then he runs back quickly and goes, well, I'm out of ideas. What do we do, son?
Alright, throwing a rock? Well, so inventive is not the plan that I had started before, but great job, buddy. Yosara, why is there somebody else behind you? Sana kind of yells out across those.
We'll get to that later, but I think he's okay for now. Don't attack him yet.
You just see me just vomit right next to her. Ah!
He's not a problem yet.
Okay,
two or three pebbles are in that vomit.
The ballista is kind of back over this way. We're pretty covered from it, from my view. But if I move down the platform that we're on, we're gonna be inside of the ballista. And Sana kind of sneaks a little bit over, glances and sees it, then immediately sneaks right back.
It's still there, and you see a very large troll. Small horns coming out of its back. It has reloaded the ballista and is now looking for a shot at something.
Just right there. So yeah, Yosar, we're pretty blocked by this island, or this column to the right of us. I mean, I'm tempted to go to the one to the left, but we just have to be careful because either way, it could start shooting at us. There are walls, though, to the left of us as well that we can get behind, and it will block us from its fire.
I'm gonna just gesture over to this dark elf on the other platform and be like, great, just get over here when you can, and walk down towards Sana.
Okay, I'm gonna... Do I see this ballista as well, or do I see at least the debris being shot from it?
So if you actually move your character, you will see what you are able to see.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, then I'm going to go ahead and jump
pretty
across this
dope,
pillar
isn't it?
and come to the... I love that. That is awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. As you have a dexterity modifier of 2, you're able to move through 2 spaces without a roll. So that would be 2 spaces, is 1 down,
okay.
1 over. So just know that that's the mechanic of this place. Since you are in a semi-combat situation, if you're moving more than 2 spaces, you would have to roll.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, then I'll just hop over that pillar and join.
Yeah. You're totally fine. Totally fine.
Yusar, I think either way we're going to have to move. Either we need to come back to you and go back to that staircase we saw earlier, or we need to try and move to the next area.
As you guys are discussing this, Sana, you hear a heavy splashing from the lava as a very large creature, gargantuan creature, jumps out of the lava. It's got a very long body that is still connected. It comes out about 15-20 feet, makes an attack at Kale. Someone give me a dexterity save as it tries to grab Kale. The creature doesn't do much of a roar. It just comes out and grabs its hooks into Kale. Kale takes... Dice. 15 damage as it bites onto him, and someone give me a strength saving throw for Kale as it tries to pull him towards the lava. Kale begins getting drugged towards the lava as it begins to pull him in. With that, the Kurgan quickly grabs onto him. Alaric grabs onto him. Someone give me a strength save for the Kurgan and Alaric with advantage, as they were within 5 feet of him when this happens.
Are these 2 separate or 1 for each?
It would be 1 with advantage. So that would be a 14. Alright. The creature's grapple breaks with a 3 on the d20, allowing Kale to remain on the surface as the creature slips back beneath the lava. You get the feeling it has about a 10-foot reach.
Sana is immediately going to run to Kale and lay hands on him for the damage he just...
Kale moves forward as far as he can, but then realizes there's not a lot of room to be 10 feet from the edge and to be out of ballista range. The Kurgan, realizing that that thing is more scary, runs, who is now in ballista range. Someone give me a dexterity saving throw for the Kurgan as a ballista is fired at her. She dodges. She's got some pretty good dexterity. She then looks back at the group. This is a terrible place to be. We gotta move either forward or backwards. I'll leave it up to you.
I got the ballista. At least get rid of that thing.
Oh yeah, Yosara, because I can totally like Eldritch blast the damn thing from over here. That's one of my moves. Sana sarcastically yells back across the lava.
And with that, we're gonna go back to the
I
current.
can't even see it.
We're gonna go back to the current turn order. Sana, you're up.
Sana is.
Just running around in circles. You have 30 movement.
I know. I'm trying to decide where that movement's going to be right now. Hold on.
You guys are in a real bad spot.
All right, we're going backwards. We're going back behind this wall that I see. I yell out to the others as I jump.
Okay. Okay.
Jump. Jump.
So that would be 50 feet. So you can make it to the middle one.
There. Okay.
Yep. That would be 1, 2 jumps.
What you got? What
Yeah, your dexterity is 2, right? Or +2? Oh no, you don't have any dexterity. Go ahead and give me a. You're up against 1, 2. Yeah, you're up against a 4. So give me a dexterity roll. All you need is a 4.
Not just as ability, not saves, right?
Yeah.
Oh man.
As you make your second jump, you totally slip and hit the lava, taking 17 damage, halved because you're fire resistant, which is see, do we want to round up or down? I always forget.
Down.
It's typically down.
All right, taking 8 damage
Nice.
as you clip the lava and feel a heavy burning sensation in your foot. With that, Kale, it just goes, okay, following you, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, he would be able to make it to there. I'm just gonna roll for. Yeah, he has no problem making it. With that, the lava creature, being that it was literally right there and you jumped literally into its attack range, it's gonna make an attack on you.
Yeah, I would say 'cause I touched the lava, it'd probably be more likely to attack me.
Oh yeah, it definitely knows you're there. That's gonna hit. And it makes a quick bite attack at you, and immediately you feel woozy as you didn't expect to get hit that hard, and you fall down on that square, unable to move. You are now KO'd in the middle of the lava.
Okay.
The lava worm then submerges, going back under the lava, waiting, presumably, for the next person. The Kurgan lines up for her shot. She, with Kale being in the way, is not going to be able to do what she wants, so she's just going to sit there and wait. Yosara, you're up.
Okay, I know I can't get to Sona, but I saw her fall. I'm gonna run out to this one. And I'm gonna cast Mirror Image on myself.
Okay. Doing anything with your bonus action?
Don't really have any bonus actions now.
Okay.
I'm gonna yell at everyone. Or Kale, I can yell at Kale. I'm gonna yell at Kale to help Sona.
Okay, just yelling at Kale?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a... For the fun of it, give me a persuasion with disadvantage.
Kale likes me. He listens to me.
Remember, he did just get bit by that thing, so he's more likely to want to run away.
Well, good to know. The Horn Troll is... Nope, he's still reloading the ballista as it takes 2 turns to reload. But now he has finished reloading and will be able to fire it on his next turn. Alaric just goes, okay. And he runs, he jumps over again, and then Stands over Sana, pulls his sword, and goes, "Come at me, you big worm!" I really want to take a picture of his 1 on intimidation.
Brilliant.
Iris, who's all the way up at the top, she's just chilling. Ildren, you're up.
Okay. Lots going on. Monster money. Lava monster in front of me, huh? Oh no. I'm trying to draw.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to undo this drawing. Okay, cool.
Yep.
I'm going to. Oh crap! Now I wish I didn't move onto this other one. I'm going to. How much does it say? Does it cost to go? You said 2 deck saves to jump across the small pillar.
Yeah. It's. I mean, not 2 deck saves, but a 2 per jump. So that would be
Your dex modifier.
2. Yeah, you made 2 jumps, but you can make since you have a dex modifier of +2. You can make 2 jumps without having to roll. Does that make sense?
Oh, gotcha. Okay, well then I will make those my 2 jumps and jump back over here.
Okay. And you know, movement is standard, so you've made
Right.
1, 2,
About
3,
20 feet.
20 feet. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna use an action to dash then,
Okay.
and move an extra 40 south.
Sure. And I count diagonal as
Oh,
regular
shit.
movement.
That's-
It's not necessarily square, so you could go, I think, 5 more feet.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'll just. Is
Yeah.
there good?
Yep.
Then I'll just stay right there. And bonus
Okay.
action, I will cast. I'll cast. Shadow Blade, and you guys watch the shimmering, ethereal black blade just appears in my hand, and I put away the sword I had out.
Okay.
And
And
it's
with
a
that,
concentration.
Dimkin goes. Let's see, what can Dimkin do? Okay. Dimkin's gonna run at you, Yosara, and go, Yosara, I can do something. You want to fly?
Sure.
Now I can't remember. Is fly touch?
I believe so.
Oh no. Oh shit. Nope. He didn't take fly. But he did take haste. And he is going to haste Yosara. Yosara, you are now hasted.
There are now 4 incredibly fast vibrating Yosaros visible.
Sana, go ahead and give me a death save.
How? You've actually never taught me that, so I don't know how to do that.
Okay, you grab the death saving icon. It is on your main page at the very bottom. I think it actually says death saves.
Yeah, this little dice.
Yeah.
Do I put it on myself or just roll it on the board?
You drop it on the dice tower. If you have
Bottom
the dice.
right section of
bottom right section of the actual behind the map itself.
Oh.
So you might have to shrink that. That's fine.
Sorry.
That's fine. The reason I like it done on the tower, which yours actually won't matter because anyone who can see the stream, is because I don't like the party knowing how many death saves. It adds that layer of intensity.
That's fine. I'll move it up out of my way so I can do it
Of course.
next time.
Like I said, for you, it's not going to matter because anyone can see the stream. Kale is going to go ahead and... Oops. Easy. Healing Word. So he's going to Healing Word you, Sana, bringing you up. You are no longer making death saves. And you're going to go ahead and get 7 HP, because when I'm rolling for Kale, it actually matters. And Kale is going to quickly jump onto the actual surface here, get 10 feet in, and take up a defensive position, not knowing what's inside. So he's going to go up against the wall and wait for whatever's to come. Sana, the lava worm ignores you. But Yosara, who made that persuasion check as you were the one making a lot of noise, it bursts out in front of you and is not quite close enough to make an attack, as moving through the lava does slow it down. But it is now between you and the party. The Kurgan goes ahead and jumps on the pedestal, but is unable to move as Kale and Yosara are now both standing on the same one.
Sana and Alar
Yosara,
are
you're up.
both standing on the same.
Oh my
one.
god, yeah.
You just
Sana and
called
Alar.
us Yosara and Kale.
I don't know what I was thinking there. Yes, you two, and two people, if there are two people to occupy one, can't jump through it.
Okay, I know. Can I have a brief rundown of what haste gives me?
It gives you an additional attack if you choose the attack action, 2 AC, and doubles your movement? I think
Eldrin, do you remember
I'm sorry, what was that?
what haste does?
Oh, yeah. It gives you a whole other action. I know that, and I think it doubles your speed.
Yeah.
Let me...
Speed is doubled. You gain +2 to AC, has advantage on dex saves, and an additional action on each turn. The action can only be used to take one attack. Or a dash, disengage, hide, or use object. So if you use the additional hasted action as an attack, you can only take one additional attack. It doesn't double your number of attacks.
Gotcha. This gap between columns to my right,
Yeah.
is that just one gap, or is that meant to be a larger?
I meant it to be a larger one, so that would be a 4. So if you jumped, you would have one jump, and then that one would be a 4, so you would be looking at a 6. If you kept going, it would be a 6, 7, 8, or excuse me, 6, 8, 10, 12, if you wanted to go all the way to the ground. But you get advantage on all dex checks and dex saves.
Okay.
Hashtag
I'm
hate.
gonna. I saw Sana wake up. I'm not as panicked about that. I'm gonna yell at Dimkin to back up. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast this as my first action.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack. You would still get 2 Eldritch Blast, and you would still have your hasted attack if you don't take a third.
Yeah.
Boof! You fire at it, and its height is pretty thick, and you just see your force damage get absorbed. The second one hits the exact same spot, right in the thickest part of one of the plates.
Alright, well then I am going to kind of do my jump dance back to go up and try to go to this bottom right island.
Okay. You're going to the bottom right. That would be a DC 12, but make that with advantage.
Hang on, I picked up the wrong die.
No worries. Don't worry, I've got 4d6 ready.
Just on an ability, a deck check.
Yeah. With advantage, so either roll it twice or actually use the advantage button. There you go. 14, no issue. As you nimbly bimbly jump, long jump, 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 jump. You feel pretty good because you are just like floating across these.
So that's about 30 to get me to that island.
Probably, yeah. You would still have another 30 feet of movement if you wanted to take it.
Is there a wall in front of me? Is that what this is?
Yeah. Which, upon inspection, it does look a little hard to see, but yes, that is a wall. Looks like there are ruins all over the place, giving everything kind of a unique texture to it, but yes, that's a wall.
How tall does it look?
15 feet.
double checking a thing. I'm sorry. Alright, I can't jump this gap, so I'm gonna try to go around this wall, I guess.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna get back on the lava, I'm sorry. So I wanted to stop here, but I'll
okay.
go.
You're gonna stop there? Okay.
25. I'll go. Okay, no, your star is dumb. I'm gonna go here. And
Okay,
make
you're
the dex
running
save
right
again.
towards the worm. Gotcha.
I'm dancing back here. I'll make the dex save again. And then my extra action from haste is gonna be a dodge action.
Gotcha. I see what you're doing. All right, clever girl. Go ahead and make a dexterity check of 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. No issue. As you jump, you duck, dive, dodge, dip, and dodge. You feel pretty good about where you are, and you are ready to take on the verm. With that, the troll, it is now able to see Alaric, Kurgan, and Sana. It is going to fire at... Of course. It's going to take a shot at the Kurgan. Someone give me a dexterity check as the heavy of the ballista takes a shot at the Kurgan. She gets hit. Taking 20 damage as the heavy ballista slams into her. Someone give me a strength saving throw for her as she's on a pillar. And she falls into lava slightly, but is able to pull herself out real quick. Taking an additional, oh my god, 21, almost max damage. As the Kurgan is now starting to show signs of wear and tear, she got fucked up by that round. With that, Alaric just goes, ah! And he jumps, which is in line with his dexterity, rolling right up to Kale. Iris is eating an apple. Ildren, you're up.
Alright. I look at all these strangers dancing around. You said a gargantuan lava monster. I say, you guys are crazy. I'm going to start to jump out. Well, first, bonus action, I'm going to begin my blade song. So that means that I'm going to get plus 10 on movement speed. I get a bonus to my AC based on my intelligence, which is a plus 4. I get advantage on acrobatics check, and a bonus to my con saving throws for concentrating on a spell. It ends if I get incapacitated or I use the wrong weapon or armor. I'm gonna start leaping across these two. So 20 feet of movement speed gets me there, and I don't have to roll for those?
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll for this next one and go 10 more.
So it would be a total of 6 because you've moved through 3 of them. That makes sense.
Oh,
so
right. Yes, it does.
So the 2 isn't subtracted. It's basically like that's easy for you, but if you're in a hurry and actually like running, now you got to make it for the total. So you're like leap if you've ever done a Tough Mudder or something like that. You know what I'm talking about. The further you go, the harder it gets.
Absolutely. No, I get you. Okay. So I just click on the dex save button, right?
It's just a dex check. It's not really a save on this one. And you're looking for a 6 or higher. No issues.
Okay. Do I have to roll again?
Nope. Unless you're.
Oh, right. No. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then I'm gonna use the last 10 of my movement speed to jump 1 more.
Okay. So from now on, go ahead and move the full distance. So then the dex check would be 8 because you've moved through 4 jumps. But since you rolled an 8, you're good, and you land and fall forward and catch yourself, pull yourself back, and you're like humming your blade song going, I did it.
Excellent. Then for my action, I'm gonna cast Mage Armor, and kind of flowing from my Shadow Blade, that same kind of energy just wraps around me and starts swirling, and my AC
Cool.
goes up.
Do you know how to
That's it.
cast Mage Armor? And I mean that.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and cast that on yourself, and it should automatically add that to your AC. For your Blade Song, we'll just have to hand jam it on this one. I'll go ahead and program it after the session. But your AC goes up by how much?
It goes up by my Intelligence modifier, which is 4.
I'm showing your Intel modifier is a 3. Should you have 18 Intel?
Oh, is it? On my D&D Beyond, it's 18.
Okay,
That's because...
Let's go ahead and give you 18. I'm sure there's something we're missing, because if you took ASI, then
Oh, yeah, I did.
it wasn't added in.
Well, I see it as 18 on my character sheet, but I don't know if
I just added 2 to it.
Oh! Yeah. It wasn't
No worries.
ASI.
I got you, bro.
Cool.
Okay, cool. And Dimkin walks backwards from this and just goes, I'll cover you from over here, and then proceeds to fire, I don't know, a Dimkin spell at it. Let me bring up his character sheet here. He what?
Ice spell? I don't know. It's just...
I think he does have an ice spell, actually. Say...
Ice knife.
Ice knife. Yep, that's it. He ice knifes it, and it hits. Blammo and Blammo. The worm takes a little additional damage from the cold, as its skin almost seems to pop when it gets in proximity with the cold itself. Sana, you're up.
Sana, having awakened from Kale healing her, looks around, realizing where the worm is and where everybody else is. Very quickly pulls out a healing potion that she had in her bag.
Okay.
One of the ones that was labeled for Alaric, but the one that she's been holding on to for him.
Okay.
And she's going to use that, and I don't know how I can roll for that to heal me.
Healing potions. I've done them different ways. You guys, I think this is the first actual healing potion you guys have used, so
Yeah.
let's just do the flat rate. So just give yourself 10 HP on it,
Okay.
and we'll just do flat rate because I hate rolling for that shit. Some of them are really wimpy, and I think 10 is good for a low-level healing potion.
Okay, and then having healed herself a bit, she's going to jump, and slide up right next to Kale and Alaric on the wall.
Okay, go ahead and give me a dex check. You're looking for a 4.
Of course.
As you jump, you're still a little woozy. You take 9 more lava damage.
Yeah.
Putting you at, it's a damn good thing you drank that healing potion.
Yeah.
You would have passed out essentially in the lava.
Again, yeah, that's fine.
9 halved, so only 4.
It was 18 halved.
Yeah,
But yes.
I get the most damage done to me by the lava, even though I'm supposedly the most resistant. Okay.
Kale just looks at you and goes, jump with both feet at the same time, as opposed to 1 foot up and 1 foot not moving. And then he casts Aura of Vitality, giving you, I think he's allowed to give out a d6 every turn. And in perfect Kale fashion, you take 1 HP of healing. I just went and assigned it to you.
Awesome. Yeah, Kale, you're right. I should definitely be jumping with both feet, Sana says to him.
With that, the lava worm, pissed off from getting shot with ice, goes ahead and dives down, and when it does, you guys hear a heavy crash as it completely obliterates one of the pillars in front of Sana and disappears under the lava.
Wait, Yusara or Sana?
Sorry. There we go.
Ah, okay.
It disappears as it takes down one of the pillars in front of Yosara, going under the lava and disappearing.
Evan said that he'll eventually remember this.
Yeah.
No, I won't. I confuse you two way too much.
He does.
The Kurgan continues to jump, following up by you guys, having no trouble with her dex checks. With that, I'm going to turn things over to Yosara.
So the gap, if this pillar right, the bottom right of the one that the lava worm destroyed, the gap between that and the south island is the same as the gap between these two like far apart pillars.
So it just adds 2 to it.
Okay, I'm gonna just try and jump, jump, jump.
Yep, that's fine. That'd be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 6 with advantage. No issue. Jump, 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 nimbly bimbly, no issues. Doing anything else?
Can't hear you.
Okay, sorry, there's someone walking. That puts me at 20. So I have like 40. I'm gonna try and get on these middle columns over here.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So go ahead and make a dexterity with advantage. You're looking for an 8. Good thing it was with advantage. I saw that too.
Oh, wait. Oh, that's. I'm also dumb. I have a +3 to my dex. I was rolling just d20s.
No worries. I thought you had a +2, so one of those, the 6 probably wouldn't have been an issue, but no worries.
That's about all my movement. I can't actually. Yeah, I can't actually see anyone to attack, so I'm just gonna take a dodge action and prepare Eldritch
Yeah, that
Blast.
would be out of your range, so.
Can I take a dodge action and also hold an Eldritch Blast if the worm pops up with haste?
Could you do both? Yes, you could. No issue. The troll has completed reloading the... No, is still reloading the ballista because he fired last turn. Alaric goes, okay guys, I'll lead the way from the rear. And he runs into the area and you just hear him say, "Whoa!" Iris is to the apple core on one side, but she still has the other side of the apple, so she's just chilling in the top. No issue. Ildren, you're up, and you realize that your new friends aren't anywhere near you.
Oh, I've noticed. I am noticing also the lava monster has dipped back beneath the waves. Freaking out a little bit. I will begin to hop my ass down here. So 2 hops
2.
onto this
Yep.
is 20 feet,
Yep.
and then I get, would that be 30 or 30 or 35 or 40 to jump across there?
We'll call that, 30. We'll call that 35. If you want to make one more jump, you could.
Okay, I definitely want to do one more jump then.
Yeah.
So is that a DC 8 then?
Yeah. Be DC 8. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, DC 8.
Nice.
Yeah, no issue, man. You're pretty nimbly, and as you jump, you hear the troll cranking on the ballista, and finally, he loads a big, heavy bolt, looks at you, and just.
Oh god.
As now you see what they were running from, because in the lower corner, you are in visual range of the giant horn troll by the heavy ballista.
Oh.
I didn't even see that guy.
Is it so is it possible to hold a bonus action for a spell instead of hold an action?
Yes? Question mark? Yeah, I think it is.
What I'm thinking I want to do is hold my bonus action to Misty Step back to the rest of the group, like probably right in the middle of them, the second he fires at me or something comes at me, him or the lava monster, something.
I have never had anybody use a spell like this, and I'm kind of into it. I like the concept of being able to hold a Misty Step, and I think that comes from playing too many video games and like they're about to kill someone and they just teleport right out. So I love this concept. I'm into it. Just remember, if you're holding a spell, you have used that spell essentially. So use it or lose it, and if it's like a nanosecond before your turn, and you're like, well, I already used it, can I just like keep going? Yeah, you can do that. But cool. Okay, I'm into it. I like that. Holding a Misty Step, that's cool. So yeah, you're holding a Misty Step. Dimkin just goes, hey guys, I'm gonna hold down the fort over here, and runs right into the middle and hides behind some rocks. As he is a small creature, he's basically invisible all the way where he is. Sunny, you're up.
Okay, having seen Alaric just literally run around the wall, Sana just curses like, damn it! But she doesn't run after him. She actually proceeds to activate a spell slot by doing Cure Wounds on herself.
Okay.
That she's already quite injured.
Your wounds have been cured for a 7. Nice job.
And then she looks at Kale and Yosara, who's there, and says, all right, well, I'm going to go around and see what Alaric sees, because no way is he going to be left by his lonesome. Come around the wall when our new friend gets here. She says as she nods out to the elf she sees jumping on the rocks and proceeds to move around and come inside next to Alaric. And it's just like, huh, that's interesting.
Kale looks at the two ladies and the elf jumping and goes, Coco, Yosara, protect the new friend. I'm gonna go back up Sana and Alaric. And he runs around the corner. With that, there is heavy ripples in the lava. Ildren, go ahead and give me a perception roll.
Okie doke. Oh, sorry. Trying to drag it. Oh, there. The modifier. Gotcha.
If you double click it, it'll roll as well. Yeah, there's something big moving under there. It doesn't take a genius to think what, but you can't tell if it's moving at you, moving away from you, going deeper. No idea.
I see it moving. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
What's that? Oh, just with a 6, you can't determine its distance or direction. Just that it is moving. The Kurgan just runs around behind everyone without saying a word. Yosara, you're up.
So I didn't see the lava monster pop up yet.
You did not see it pop up yet.
I'm gonna look at our new friend because he has a cool shadow blade. I'm gonna pull out my packed weapon and be like, hey, I like your sword. And run to follow him.
And you see, I like your sword from 4, shimmering Yosara's all hasted. You have no idea which one is actually the real one.
I'm not sure if I'm still like getting over like the conditions of being turned to stone, so I'm just kind of like.
Oh my god, I'm seeing double.
Yeah.
8 Yosaras.
Gonna run over here. I don't see anything immediately bad, so I'm gonna stay here and dodge and hold Eldritch Blast if the lava monster pops up again.
As the heavy bolt is fired directly at you, Ildren, from the troll on the ballista, what do?
I activate that beautiful Misty Step and get the F out of there.
Go ahead and give me a dexterity save with advantage.
Gotcha.
As I'm not going to let you have an instant automatic miss, because that's a little cheesy.
Fair. I like it. You said dexterity save?
Yeah. Ooh, I like this music.
Oh no! I do get
Go ahead.
Sorry, I do get a bonus for my blade song. Let me just double check what it is real quick.
Is it dexterity based?
I believe so. No, it's just for acrobatics checks. Never mind.
Okay. Since you're out of its primary range and you used Misty Step, you're going to take half damage on that one, which is 14 damage. As you don't quite dodge fast enough, and the bolt clips you. I usually assign all the damage, so don't worry about that.
Okay, cool. I'll just keep track on D&D Beyond.
Oh, okay. I mean, it literally says it's on your character sheet. But if you're more comfortable using D and or D Beyond, you can. Just remember, on this, it counts wounds, so it counts up to death. So 14 wounds means you've lost 14 HP.
Gotcha.
But go ahead and move your character up to 30 feet.
Okay. I'm just gonna go straight over there, as far as I can go.
All right.
Just pop out a little dark energy rift and look over at these guys huddled behind the wall. I guess it's not my turn. That was just a reaction.
Yeah, that was a reaction. Alaric just goes, whoa, and starts approaching the well.
Alaric! Sana yells
Iris
out.
has finished 3/4 of her apple. She's just gnawing on it slowly. Ildren, you are up for your actual turn.
Did he freeze?
Did he?
He did.
Oh.
He did freeze.
Well, if that's the case, then he's going to go ahead and run around the wall and try to keep up with Chal.
Are you back? There you are.
Oh, hey, you're back. Okay.
Oh. Ildren, you good?
Nope, he froze again.
Okay. He's just running around the wall, keeping up with Kale. Just moves around the other side of the Kurgan.
Okay.
Dimkin is hiding out. Sana, you're up.
Sana's gonna heave a sigh and just kind of look at herself and be like, yeah, I need to hold on. And she's gonna proceed to lay hands on herself. Trying to get some of her health back.
Alright.
She knows she's taken quite a big hit here. And needs to get some semblance of back. And it's like, alright, as she heals herself. You need to slow down, bud. Remember what happened when we got on that last island? Encountered some weird thing and just never mind. If you get hit, it's gonna be your own damn fault. Sana says to herself as she turns and looks at Yosara, but sees an elf in the middle of it and is like, hello.
And with that, we're gonna go ahead and drop. We're gonna go ahead and drop out of combat, as there's nothing that can immediately harm anyone but Yosara, who just needs to move 5 feet from the edge, and she will be not in direct competition with the lava worm. The Kurgan moving in just looks at Kale and the rest of the party, and go ahead, Sana and Ildren, give me an insight check. As you guys actually see this exchange, as she's kind of looking at Kale and... And Sana, you see something in her face, a bit of sweat and a kind of that cold chill. This person looks afraid, and it's that deep-seated fear of, like, the first time she's actually been afraid in a long time. Even being in the bath, even being in the Warrior's Playground, even being mercilessly fought with and killed many times over, this is the first time she's been afraid for real.
Okay. Sana, realizing she probably is going to need to talk to the Kurgan, but first turns back. She wanted to talk to Yosara, and there's this weird elf guy standing right in between her and Yosara. So, who are you?
Confused. I just kind of kneel down, put my sword on the ground, close my eyes, kind of.
Hi, confused. I'm Alaric, and Alaric extends his hand.
And Sana grabs Alaric and just kind of shoves him backward and says, "Your name cannot be confused. That's more of a state of being instead of a name. So, what is your actual
Alaric
name?"
goes, "Don't be insensitive. I knew a guy named Confucius. He was a great
I was being
warrior."
facetious.
Sana just looks at him.
Oh.
Redcliffe. Alaric.
Facetious?
Oh
Is that
no.
what you were trying to say?
You just see Yosara, like, haste and mirror image wearing off at the same time, basically. She just, like, lays down for a second. She's like, I'll be right there.
Okay,
Oh.
Osara.
Thank God that stopped.
Yeah, she
I,
does that sometimes. So again, one more time. Who are you, and how did you get here?
My name's Ildren. I don't remember too much about what happened before I woke up encased in stone. I know I'm supposed to be looking for somebody.
Stone. You were in stone? Sana says kind of excitedly because she recalls the Gorgon fight, or the fight with the creature, where she felt like she was turning to stone.
I imagine that's what happened to me. I was here. I remember battling that thing, and then slowly just seizing up, freezing, and next thing I know, I'm falling forward and throwing up pebbles, and you're all jumping across lava, being chased by a giant monster. What the hell was that? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, so I hadn't given it a name yet, but we just know it as the fireworm, basically. It's a real bitch. It likes to bite us, and it chases you as you go across the rocks, senses you with the lava. So be very careful not to step on the lava, Sana says as she kind of shakes her slightly burnt foot in his direction.
Kale walks up eating a carrot and goes, yeah, since it bit me first, I'm going to name it Kyle. And also, so what do you do around here? Because, like, points to the Kurgan, she kills without mercy, points to Sana, she kills with mercy, points to Yosara, she'll insult you, then kill you, points to Alaric, he'll probably get killed. Oh, and I cook. What do you do?
He kind of stands up, slowly picks up his sword with it, kind of trailing it across the ground, making a bit of a ringing. And although he's a little shambly and looks almost tipsy, because he's still shaken off from the effects of the being stoned, I guess we can call it that. He begins to swirl about with his sword and swinging it through the air, not like lethally. Takes a few steps back, and you hear like a hum that emanates from it as he goes. Says, I try to be a bit of a dancer, I guess you could say.
Dancer? So wait, like sword dancing, or are we talking about dancing? Sana says with her hands like getting thrown up in the air, just, you know, imitating something probably that she saw one time.
He like imitates her and says, whatever kind of dancing, I'm just, I express myself a unique way with this.
Alaric and Kale, not sure what to do, start following along.
And Sana immediately drops her, says, no, you idiots. You know what? Great. Well, we're here looking for treasure, and we have a way out of the realm, but what do you have, and how did you get in here? Do you have any recollection of that?
I feel like I'm here looking for treasure too, but I don't know. I need some time. I don't even know how long I was in that state.
I mean, time's a pretty relative thing here.
I remember that at least. I don't know how I got into this specific realm, but I know that I'm also looking for treasure. Maybe I can help you at least get out of here. I need obviously some help in that category myself.
Sana
I'm gonna
Go ahead.
look at Kale and be like, well, I mean, Anna would want us to take him with us.
Yeah.
Anna?
Well, if you think Anna would want it, let's do it. And you see him stick his hand in his pocket and pull out something a little bit furry and hair-like and kind of rub it a few times, then put it back in his pocket.
Sana just kind of has her hand on her sword and looks at him and says, just so we're clear, if you do come with us, you don't mean any of us any harm. Thus far, everything we found here has tried to harm us.
Well, that makes for both of us. I don't intend to do you any harm, only if harm is shown to me. But
Well,
And
Trust is
Alara
given.
kind of puffs up his chest and goes, and just remember, if you try to harm us, one of these girls will throw you in the lava.
he looks over at the two girls. Which one of you is in charge? Which one of you is the lady?
we're both ladies.
Excuse me, I didn't mean to
Neither of
interrupt.
us are in charge either.
This is kind of a dual leadership, if anything. but
Is
we
this
both do
Anna?
the best.
And Alaric says, Sana. Sana's in charge.
My
Is
No,
he
name
like
Lars.
a-
Sana's in charge of you.
Yes,
He's like a
that's
short
true.
human, or is he?
He's like about Hasana's height, but very skinny, and
Yeah.
he's
Very
he's
thick
very
legs.
young,
He's-
but very strong legs. You can tell he can run very far, and he's in obviously what is basic paladin armor, and so Sana in full paladin armor, you know, obviously looking very experienced, red skin, these beautiful red horns with this dark brown hair. She says, "My name is Sana Vesta. Alaric here is my apprentice in the ways of a paladin. We are here trying to defeat someone as we travel through these realms, as well as retrieve treasure. You've already met Kale. And behind me is a Kurgan," and Sana kind of looks back. "We encountered her in the last realm. She'll probably be able to tell you a bit more about us. But
Kurgan.
trust is given for now, until such time as you betray it, just as I gave the others that one day. So, welcome. And let's all take a moment to breathe."
On a semi-meta note, I'm excited to also let you know that I just checked his character sheet. He speaks Sylvan as well.
And then, and in that, Sana looks over to Yosara in Sylvan, actually, and says, "I'm a little wounded and winded. I'm gonna go lay down by whatever well this is for a second and just take a quick rest." So
Sana, wait. I mean, rest in Sylvan. She's responding. Rest might be good, but I think maybe we should take a look at the well before we get too close to it.
well, yeah.
Alaric and Kale are already up at the well, and you just see their eyes are mesmerized as they're looking deep into this well, going, "Wow."
Yeah, I don't disagree. I'm gonna go over there and check it out and see what kind of magic I can detect. And Sana walks over to the well and activates her detect magic spell.
You actually have detect magic.
Yeah,
Yeah, you do.
I do.
Okay.
And she's also gonna kind of rest as she does this. So she's trying.
Okay,
to
go ahead and mark off a spell slot as you detect magic. And as you do, it is very, extremely, insanely powerful healing magic. Something way beyond anything you've ever seen before. And as you cast the spell, it seems to emanate and glow in a way that you've never seen anything else glow before.
Wow. You saw her.
With detect magic, actually give me an Arcana check as well.
Okay.
I don't think you've ever made one of those.
I have not.
Make it with your -1.
Yeah. Right.
Nope, not giving it to you. Okay, so
Okay.
you just know it is incredibly powerful healing magic.
Okay. Sana, having cast that spell, yells back over Yosara. Yosara, you need to come over here and take a look at this. I'm reading that this is like super, super powerful healing magic. I wouldn't mind taking advantage of that, but again, I'd love a second opinion.
Yeah, that would probably be good. I mean, I wish we could get Dimkin over here, but I don't really want him to fall in the lava, so he's fine for now. And I'm gonna sort of walk over, and as I walk past Ilgen, I'm be like, "By the way, introducing ourselves, Yosara Fayechild.
I do a little
Don't try to
flourish,
kill us. I don't know."
bow, sheathe my sword. I have no intention in killing anyone who's helped me so much. I haven't met too many people that have helped me at all since my travels began. I see that you have a tiefling with you, and you seem to be something. Do I notice anything about you?
All you can see is her eyes, like beyond the veils. If you pay a lot of attention, you'll see the pupils are not human. She has very the slit snake eyes.
Okay. Then yeah, I see that you're. I'm in good company, at least.
You won't stick out, at least. That's for sure. And I'm gonna walk over to where Sona is.
I'll go ahead and follow her. Do we know how to get out of here? Or what here is?
Hey.
Yeah, we know where here is. We know how to get out. We just have to find some stuff first.
Yeah, we actually have a friend. She's a bitch. You get to meet her. She's hanging out at what we believe is the exit array, is what I'm gonna call it. Because when we arrived in this realm from the previous one, we landed in a specific circle. And we believe this other circle that we found right now is going to be our exit to the next realm. But at this time, like I said kind of earlier, we're looking for artifacts. We were given a task by the people that helped us get these keys, as we like to call them, to teleport between the plates of cake on the table. Because, the Fey realm that we're in is like plates, and they're all around each other, and they're stacked next to each other.
All coming back now. Yeah.
Yeah. And so we've got these different sets of keys, and in return for us coming into the realms, we were tasked with retrieving items. So that's what we're looking for in this run. So welcome. And do you by any chance got any insight on? And Sana points to the pool of water that Kale and Alara seem to be mesmerized by. Can you? I think it's just really strong healing magic, but I can't read much else at it. I'm a little wounded, a little woozy. Is there any way you could tell me, do you see anything about this that looks bad and it's safe enough?
Could I make an Arcana check to check out the pool? I am proficient. I don't know if I
Alex,
would
you're
also
muted.
do cast a spell or something. I do have detect magic if that would help.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, if you're proficient, then yeah, you can investigate it.
While he's doing that, can I ask Sona, hey, you drank a healing potion. Do you still have the bottle it was in?
Yeah, I just shoved it back in my inventory as I tried to skip my way across the damn stones. Yeah, no, here you go. And Sana hands it over.
Ildren, as she hands that over, your examination reveals it is extremely powerful healing magic. But there's also almost a film on top of it of some sort of a very interesting magic that you've never really seen before, and you get the feeling there is something about this that is routine use and something about this that is single use only.
As this occurs to me, I'm gonna try to reach forward and intercept the potion being drank and be like, what?
No, I was just taking the empty bottle.
So we
Oh,
were
okay.
thinking
Well,
about
still.
using this empty bottle.
Just dip it in there?
Like,
Well, then
dip
I'm
it in there
gonna.
and see what could happen. What are your thoughts based on your investigation?
I get a little closer to the water, take out my knife, and kind of use it to point towards the water and describe the film that I see. I think there's maybe some kind of oil layer on top of this pool. I think there's more to it. I can't really tell what it is, though. I kind of want to try to scrape some off. I don't know.
Your knife doesn't do anything. You're not
No.
able to actually scrape it off, but
Okay.
Yeah, with the 13, you feel like you could find a way to collect it, but just stabbing at it or trying to scrape some on your knife, it's not doing it. It's almost like it is a solid oil slick and unable to be broken in any way. Like you can push through it, but you can't break it up. You can't cut it in different pieces. It's a solid shimmer, like a single oil drop.
Sana says,
Okay.
Alright, come here.
Yeah?
I want you to take the potion bottle that I handed you, Sarah. I want you to try and collect some of the liquid and just see what happens for me.
Okay, no problem.
No, stop it, Alara.
I take a step back.
I'll do it, and I go to scoop with the bottle.
As you scoop it up, you see this, Ildren, that shimmering substance is now in the bottle and is now completely removed from the well. But the healing magic in the well still has a power to it, but it has been that sheen has been removed, and you now see it in the potion bottle.
I will describe what I witnessed to the rest of the group. I think you got whatever essence was coating that pool, good or bad, whatever the hell it does.
Okay, so what about the pool itself? Sana says as she kind of leans a little bit on it. Can I mean, do you even think this is safe enough to use? Because I'm half of what I could be right now, and if this is, I would love to use it over my own spell slots just in case we need them for later.
I mean,
Ildren, you said something about looking at it, part of it looked temporary, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the temporary thing is what we have in the bottle, and then the permanent thing is the pool, I believe. But there's only one way to find out. I mean, the oil has been slicked away, so maybe we can drink from the pool now.
And Sana reaches into her inventory and shoves an unused potion into Yosara's hand and said, I think I might go for this. Here, use this if I just collapse on the floor and die.
Right, wait, hang on. If you're just gonna start drinking random liquids, maybe I should be the one to do that, because it's not gonna poison me.
You do look bad right now. No offense. You look great. I just mean, you know.
Yeah, it's just a little, and then she kind of
Okay,
out, like,
I'm holding
the flesh. It was like, yeah, the bite.
Oh.
And she throws it away.
Oh, wow. Oh,
I'm
jeez.
holding the oil bottle in my hand, in one hand, and I'm just like, let's just make sure it's not gonna destroy you first. I'm gonna stick my other hand into the water.
Okay. It's cool. Feels refreshing.
Can I, like, scoop any up?
Sorry, I missed that. What?
Can I, like, scoop any up? Like...
Yeah, it's just water. You take a little tiny sip.
Yeah.
Roll 2d6. You recover 5 plus 2 and 2, so 9 HP. I'm going to go ahead and add that to you now. And suddenly the water now looks just hollow, stagnant, like regular water to you. It doesn't have any kind of a glow, a shimmer. But you do see a small object very deeply set in there that seemingly nobody else can see. But now it just looks like cool water.
Yosara?
Everyone else, it still seems to glow with some sort of essence to you.
Yosara, are you okay? Sana says that she kind of gets herself up and starts moving towards Yosara, who still holds her hand out.
In this place that is insanely hot, I'm talking 120 Fahrenheit or 39 degrees Celsius for any international people, you feel refreshed slightly, and any wounds you had have partially healed. You feel pretty good.
So bad, because I was already at full health.
Oops. Yeah, you were.
So temporary health.
Yosara's just staring.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give you 5 temporary HP.
I'm just staring into the pool of, like, don't you see that?
Yosara, it's nothing but glowing water. Are you okay? Didn't poison you. You're pretty immune to that stuff, Sana says as she kind of reaches over and, like, holds her shoulder like, Yosara, there's nothing but glowing water. What are you talking about?
No, there's something in there. There's...
Okay.
How deep down does it look to me?
About 4 feet. You could probably reach it, but you'd get, like, you know, all of your shoulder wet and all the way up to, like, almost the side of your face. You'd have to reach all the way in to grab it.
Look.
Can I turn my packed weapon into, like, a hook to try and grab it?
Yosara,
like a
before you
type
try
thing?
and get whatever you're seeing, can this water be used to heal me? Because I'm pretty not happy right now.
It still looks like glowy water to you?
Yes. there's nothing there, and all I see is a shining glow. You cleared the film that Elderon said that was there.
I mean, yeah, it might work, but I'm telling you, there's something under here.
Okay, well, if you think it worked, and then Sana just, because she's a little out of it still, literally puts her hands on it.
Floppy drinks.
Just like shoves her
Yeah.
hand in it and just.
Sana, go ahead and roll 2d10.
Oh, okay, hold on.
It'll be 2d10 plus 6.
2d10.
Oh, 15. All right, so I'm giving you 15 HP back. If you haven't figured it out, by drinking from it, you're recovering 2 free hit dice.
Okay, nice.
And as soon as you take a drink from it, the glowing fades in your eyes, and you see what Yosara is talking about.
And as I do that, my eyes open as I'm leaning into the pool, and I go, oh! And I'm in the water. Oh, I see what you're talking about right now. There's this thing in the middle.
I like grab her, like back of her helmet, and like pull her up out of the water. So I'm like, hey, we can't hear you.
Sorry. That was really good water, though. Very refreshing. Yeah, there's that thing down in the middle of it. It's really, shiny. I don't have any idea what it looks like, really, but it's definitely, I see now what you saw, and the water has stopped glowing, so that's interesting.
Is anyone else hurt right now?
Nice.
What'd you just ask?
Is anyone else hurt?
Kale. Kale's a bit hurt. He got bit, remember?
Kale is hurt. He got bit.
All right, Kale, you take a drink, and then I'm gonna try and grab whatever is there.
Okay. Alaric, he took a couple of... He has 7 damage on him. I can't remember what from.
I think that was from
Yeah. So Alaric is going to get 5... He's going to get 7 HP back. So Alaric's back to full health. Kale is... He's D8. So, actually, you know what? Somebody roll for Kale.
the same
I'm gonna
way
make sure
I
it's
rolled?
fair.
Or
Yeah, just 2d8, and then his modifier is...
you gave me 2d10.
So your temporary HP is 2...
Oh.
It's based off your hit dice.
Okay, gotcha.
And
Kale
then
needs to
Kale,
not
I think he's got a
do
2
healing.
plus 2.
Sana kind of sees the thing there, and
Yeah,
after
plus
feeling the health revitalize, you know, noticing the gem and the glowing stop, she actually this time reaches in and cups some of it.
Hang on.
Who's grabbing it?
I'm turning my packed weapon into like a hooked spear, and I'm trying to grab it with that.
I'm not trying to grab the
Okay.
gem. I'm taking a sip of the water after I've already taken another one, so it's like a second.
It's refreshing, but it doesn't do anything magical for you.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I wanted to
All right,
check it.
Yosara, you're grabbing the item in the bottom. Roll a d20. Two. Very interesting. Okay, Yosara, you pull out a shining gold pocket watch. And when you look at this pocket watch, it looks very ornate and intricate. It has some very cool looking hands. There's a diamond on the tip of each hand. It looks very expensive. But you hold it up to your ear, you try to wind it, and it won't wind. And it doesn't seem to do anything at all. And then randomly, as you're kind of holding this for a couple of seconds, you feel it go. But the hands don't seem to move. Nothing seems to happen. It just sits there. But as you hold it in your hand, you almost feel an essence for it, like it's not broken. I'm going to go ahead and add this special pocket watch to your inventory.
Sana, seeing her grab this pocket watch, looks back in just to see if there's anything else in there, but figures that it's just water now, and that whatever healing power it might have had seems to have waned since she took her first drink of it.
Okay, who has the special vial of whatever? Is that Yosara?
Yeah, Yosara's still holding that.
Okay. I'm just going to call it a special vial of magic-looking water.
Walker.
Just range.
It weighs 1 pound and will not slow you down in any way, but you have this. It glows with a brilliance of healing essence.
I got a question. Would Identify help with this situation?
Do you have Identify?
I can cast it ritually right now. I don't have it prepared, but I have it.
I'd be down to take a little break in behind these walls if we are all okay with that.
Yeah, Sana's kind of collapsed back against the stone. I'm totally fine with taking a rest right here for a second.
The Kurgan looks at the lava and moves in 10 to 15 feet. Yeah, we can take a break. You're welcome to identify it.
Let's go into the middle by these walls, farther away from the lava.
You okay?
We can try and identify this, and can we short rest here for an hour?
Yeah, we can short rest here.
Sana's gonna slide up next to the Kurgan and say, "Hey, just away from you." Sorry, go away.
I have a prop. This is right.
So Sana is gonna kind of pull the Kurgan aside a little away from the others, and just is like, "Look, I just wanted to check on you because I know we've leaped from one battle into another realm, and we've encountered a couple of different things, a couple of life-threatening situations. I myself went unconscious a little while back there, so how you doing?"
I was going to jump in there and save you.
Yeah. Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Don't thank me. I didn't do it. Your
Okay.
squire came over your unconscious body and tried to intimidate the worm, but his voice cracked. It was very funny. He said, "Come at me, worm."
Sada just laughs. I'm just like, yeah, that sounds just like Alaric to do that. I'm not gonna lie. It's great. And she kind of looks over at where he is with Kale and them. He's a great apprentice. He's learning really well, but he has his own quirks. You know, he's really
He would have
strong.
made a very brave snack.
That's one way of putting it, Sana says. But back to that, are you okay? I mean, I know you said you pushed or were going to, but something held you back. I mean, I'm here if you want to talk, because going from a realm where you're constantly being able to revive after a death kill is interesting, but that's not, that's not living. So being back...
It makes me a very strong warrior. I'm able to take on anything. I just hesitated.
Well, hesitation...
Will not happen again.
Okay, well, hesitation can mean death for real now, so...
I fear not death. I have died many times.
Yes, but you've always come back. I'm not saying this in any way to mean or belittle you. You're a great warrior, and I can see that in your experience as we fought together over the last couple of days, but just know that it's fear what keeps us alive and away from death. I don't fear death any more than you, because I know I will be reunited with those that I love, but you've kind of had an absence of that fear, to be honest. You have to admit, the playground, you don't have to worry about that. Just know,
Roll persuasion with advantage. I like what you're saying here. You're up against 8.
Charisma is supposed to be my character, but I'm definitely not a charismatic person.
8.
Hit an 8.
As you have tied it, she just looks at you and nods. If I need to talk about anything, I'll go to you first.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And again, I'm glad we were able to free you and bring you with us. You being here, I think, makes not just myself, but Kale, Yosara, and Alaric very happy. So, let's get back over here and see what these knuckleheads are learning, and we'll take a break and just rest from all of this lava. And then she proceeds to just kind of pat the Kurgan on the shoulder, and just kind of walks over next to Alaric and Yosara, listening in, and she leans up against the wall that's right behind her.
Kurgan sits cross-legged right behind you, Yosara, and you can feel the presence, not intimidating, but just towering over you as her sitting down cross-legged is still 18 inches above you as she's kind of looking over your shoulder, almost like a child excited to see something new for the first time in a long time. Ildrin, are you identifying? What are you identifying?
The little stopwatch that.
Okay. The stopwatch is a very ornate, very expensive watch, and as the magic coalesces around the watch, you feel it telling a story. A short story from another realm in the Fae. This watch is not broken. It is working perfectly. It is counting accurate time in this other realm. And as you hold it, it doesn't click, but the magic tells you 1 second is about 20 minutes in this other realm. And as you're sitting here, you kind of relax for a little while, and about 20 minutes from the first click, you feel a second. You're not sure who built this, even with the identity spell, but it is definitely a very powerful device, tying it to another realm in the Fae, and it seemed to be some sort of a device that tells the time in this other realm, a time that seems to be much, much, much slower, as 20 seconds is 1 minute in this other realm. I'm sorry, 20 minutes is 1 second in another realm. 20 seconds in this realm is worth... No. Yes.
20 minutes in this realm is worth
1 second in the other realm. Making the other realm's time much slower.
Interesting. Okay. I definitely share that with the rest of the party.
That's an
This is
impressive
one of the
watch.
items that we're looking for? It has to be. Right? This is
No.
something that you guys are looking for?
I mean, it'll suffice. It's a great item to bring back. And I definitely think the people that helped us are going to appreciate it, but as for like a specific item and what you've told us that it does, unless we were to figure out what realm it keeps time for specifically, I don't know if they would really find it that valuable. How much health can I regain while we're doing this short rest?
So go ahead and go to your temporary hit dice. Sorry, not temporary. They're hit dice. They're at the bottom. They say HD on main. Double click that. It will roll. And your hit dice do give you the modifier. So you've just regained 8 HP. You have 5 hit dice remaining. You can roll any number of them any short rest. Just remember, they're a resource. And depending on how many short rests you guys plan on taking here, it could play in.
Yeah, no. I'm okay with that for right now.
Kale's gonna go ahead and roll 2. Maybe 3. There we go. Alright. And the Kurgan is gonna roll 2. Yeah, 10 and 1.
So we still have this ballista over here with this troll. I'm gonna point to the other side of the wall.
Yeah, we do. What? Hold on. Sorry, what is
Ildren,
this?
are you doing anything else? Are you rolling hit dice? Are you identifying? Or
Oh yeah, we have. That was only 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Can
I
you
definitely
look at
identify
this
the
vial
portion as
too?
Okay. That is a vial of the waters of life. It will grant one user a single hit dice of permanent HP increase.
Someone just laughs as she leans back against the wall. Oh, ain't that some bullshit right there?
Extremely valuable, and from what you guys discussed with the the 1T in the other realm, this is definitely the kind of thing that they would be after. As you do owe them, I believe, 3 artifacts from the Fey realm in exchange for Dimkin's freedom.
Well, sorry, hold on to that. Check that box because as much as I would love to check that down right now myself, I'd rather us be able to pay them back when we get out of here. So that's one. Now we just need to find 2 more.
Into the bag of holding it goes.
Huh?
Into the bag of holding it goes.
Elderon, let me explain to you why I said that, just for you to be updated. One of the reasons we're here as well, that's really the primary aspect. You know, the secondary is to retrieve items, but we're trying to find a fae named Salas. And he steals things from people. And the way that he does that is he asks you a question, and then you get to decide what your payment's going to be. And when I asked a question to help answer something that I already knew, really, but then to get us out of there, I lost, in essence, part of my heart. He took a piece of me, my endurance, my health, and he took that with him and now holds that in his realm hostage. And so this potion would probably bring me back up to, 100%, the strong paladin, but I've been managing without it to the best of my ability. And so we're gonna save that for now, but he's who we're really hunting. And so if you continue with us, just know that that's our end goal, is to go into his realm and find his heart and defeat him.
Hold us.
It feels mildly important to point out that the full name we know of him is Salas Drowborn.
Drowborn?
Drowborn.
Yeah.
Like me born?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
Like that. So
Before you ask, I don't think we're related.
Oh, what's
Well,
your last name?
I know you said you don't remember much before you became stone, so who knows, maybe you can get part of your memory back and you'll know something about him.
Maybe.
Yes, exactly. And so
There's something about that name.
just giving you a heads up on what we're doing here. And so we're just gonna hold on to these things
Be
until
very powerful to be able to take a piece of you away from you like that.
he is striven to acquire the realms. You remember how I talked about the realms from plates? Stacked next to each other, on each other. So he likes to say that he's gone around and is taking bites of all of the pieces of cakes and slowly trying to acquire and savor every single bite he gets, to where he one day just has it all. And not only that, he has a dear friend of Yosara's entrapped, and a dear friend of Dimkin, who was the little man you met probably on the other island, called Meeks. And he is basically, I don't know, Yosara, would you say enslaved is the right word, or bargained them into it? But
You've enslaved them. I'm fairly certain Solace is the reason behind the plague that was in where I come from, within the Feywild. But I mean, we don't have proof of that, but from what he said about trying to take pieces and enjoy the other realms, or the other plates of this realm, I can't really see any reason why he wouldn't be who we're after for that as well.
Like he's taking a bite out of all of you.
not quite. We got out of there before we were able to get a bite, but we learned a lot very quickly, and made a deal with a few others that we're going to do our best to get rid of it. But
Who's this Anna person you talked about? Is that who you're working for?
No, we were working for Anna, we should say.
He's a friend of ours back in Ferelden, back on the material
He's a
plane.
very beautiful friend of ours, Kale says. Like, very beautiful.
Yeah,
Kale has a crush on her.
I mean, she did chop her hair off to escape an engagement with an asshole, and then get magical armor that, until you said her actual name, she was running around and trying to fight, and then when you said her name, she ran around butt-ass naked. So I mean, yeah, other than that, she's really beautiful.
Reminds me of someone.
Strong-headed, stubborn, and very friendly with the orcs of the Republic of Umbria, who are friends of mine. And so, you know, she was in charge of Redcliffe in a sense that she was a princess of there, where we, you know, went to help her with her wedding. So, yeah, she's a good friend of ours. We hope to see her when we get back.
Sounds
If we
like a
get
hell of
back.
a woman.
Oh, be careful. You saying that. Kayla already wants a piece of her heart, and I know of another, Sana says with a cough, that definitely is interested in her as well.
Well, Ildren looks over at Kale and you and says, "Oh, don't worry about that. I'm already claimed by another."
Oh, yeah? Who's this other then? I'm not with you here, obviously.
I like to think she comes with me everywhere I go.
That's a nice sentiment. Did you leave her behind?
In a sense. In another sense, I'm never without her. Have you ever heard of the Dark Maiden, Elistra?
I don't know. Have I ever heard of that?
Yeah, roll religion.
Would I have any reason to know her?
Roll religion with advantage. Sana, you have not.
Yep, I thought that.
Yusara. Oh my god. Oh, that's persuasion.
No, that drag persuasion. Sorry, it's +1, 11. You're right next to each other.
11. All right. Yeah, with 10. Yeah, you're not super familiar. You've heard the name, but you can't really put any details forward.
Can you tell me a bit about about the maiden? What did you call her?
Well, she's called many things. Her name is Elistra, but she's called the Dark Maiden, the dancer. She's kind of like my guiding star. She pulled me out of a dark hole one time, and I've been sworn to her ever since.
Sworn to her, so... Hold on, is this like my vow? And then Sana just kind of gives him a contemplating look. Are you
No,
sworn
there's...
to her in a way? Yes. and then you mentioned stars, and Sana looks over at Kale. Kale knows a lot about stars.
Our bond isn't quite as tangible as yours. It's more of she has my heart. I'll put it that way.
In a good way, right? Because
Absolutely.
People that usually say that somebody has their heart can sometimes mean that like literally they have their heart. Like I swear.
That's a good point. That's actually a terrible thing to say to you. Actually, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, it's okay. No, I mean it wasn't just him, but you know they told me these stories of people like literally sticking their hands, like these weird wizard and sorcerer magicians. They stick their hands and they pull out your heart and hold it in front of you. Like you were fine, but then they had control of you. Like
I'm like nodding, like yeah, I've seen this. Yeah, no, it's normal.
Solace just takes a piece of you, but you know it almost felt like it. Anyways, sorry, it's probably off topic on that one.
No, I mean I gave my piece away. I wanted to be a part of that. It sounds like this was more of a, you know, he manipulated you or deceived you in some way.
Oh, 100%. He's a very much
But
manipulator, deceiver.
I get the feeling that everybody here is a little bit like that. But that's okay. That's what they're like where I'm from too.
And Alaric just says, no idea what you're talking about. Everyone is pretty honest with me.
Yes, Alaric. Sana says, 100% agreeing with him. You're right. We are always honest with you. Very straightforward. And now I
have absolutely no problem telling you we think you're an idiot.
Yeah.
And Kale's nodding. Yeah, everyone's honest with me too. I never find people lying to me.
And Alaric, I need you to do Sana a favor because she's still resting. There's this pillar that I keep kind of glancing over to the left of you and Kale. Can you go over there and tell me what that is? I don't really know, and I'm kind of curious about it.
He walks over and walks back. It's a pillar.
Just a pillar.
I mean, it's like square and round at the same time.
Alright, thanks. That's all I needed to know. Just try to make sure.
He sits down smiling like he's good at his job.
I guess the next question is what we should do next. Because we've got a ballista and a giant fighty worm in the water. So why don't we come up with a quick plan, and I think we should start moving, because I, for one, love the warmth we've got going on here, but you know, I'm gonna start sweating probably in the next hour or two, regardless of what we do. The water was very refreshing and it'll hold me off, but yeah. Where are we going? What are we doing? Yasara, thoughts?
I mean, we have what we came here for. We could just try and make it back to where Dimkin and Iris are and get out of here.
I think we should go up at least one set of stairs to see what's up there before we leave. But I do agree about getting back towards Dimkin and Iris. And we know there is a set of stairs kind of close to where Iris is. So what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah.
Real quick, do we take that short rest? Sorry.
Yes.
I'm just going to use Arcane Recovery to recover at 1 second level on
Yep.
my first level spell.
It's gonna be kind of a mad dash to get back anyway, especially with the ballista shooting at us unless we take it out.
True, and I'm not even sure how we could do that, to be honest.
Depending on, you know, how good this guy's eyesight is, I could get in pretty close, pretty quickly. But like a big guy too, and I don't know if you guys, I don't know how fast you'd be able to get in there.
The biggest thing is the lizard. So no matter what we do, even if we go a short distance, there's a chance that it'll spawn.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely think we should go back to where Dimkin is and then go back up to that staircase and go from there. But
I'd like to take out the ballista first, honestly.
okay. Well, do you think you could Eldritch Blast it from over here?
Not from all the way over here, but at least one, like, island over, probably.
Okay. Well, we
Could
should.
you, hey, Eldrin, do you, can you make me fast again? Did you do that?
I didn't make you fast.
Oh, Dimkin did that. Never mind.
Dimkin did that.
Sorry.
Well, we all have to travel together, so that's gonna be the wary part. But if we want to make our way over there, I am down for it.
I mean, who can shoot things from a distance? Me, you. Can you do ranged?
Me?
Kale goes, I mean, I can.
You and Kale can. The rest of us are close range. You'd have to be right in his face to take a whack at him.
Eldrin, can you close range or long range?
Currently, not really. I'd be better. I can a little bit, but I'd be better to get up and on top of him. I can cast Fly on somebody. Give you an ability, or maybe, yeah, give somebody the ability to get up there and just beeline to him.
I can run across these stones decently easy. Kale and Sona, not so much. Y'all aren't quite as nimble, so they might be a better person to do that too.
How do you look, Sona? Are you able to take a hit?
I have a 19 AC. And I'm usually able to take pretty good hits. It's when things get up in the 20 range that I usually get smacked in the face. Either way, we're all going to have to jump across these things. So I think we should still move as a group. or maybe like 2 separate groups as before to try and like figure out what target he's going to use. And we just need to see, like right now, we just need to see where we're going to go and what's the fastest route to get in like a good defensible position or to get on top of him, you know? So I think we should just take a gander, and Sana kind of walks over to the pillar, walks between it and the rocks, and just kind of tries to peek out to get a better visual of what she can see. And there she sees the ballista.
Roll stealth.
Oh, yay. Oh, what did I just do?
Automatic disadvantage.
Your armor.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a dexterity save as you're not very stealthy and he sees you and you hear.
Wait, a dexterity save or just a dexterity?
This one's a save, yeah.
Okay. I didn't think so. Of course, I get hit again.
You'll take half damage on this as you are. Actually, no, you would be able to get 3/4 cover, so you would be fine as the bolt slams into the wall right beside you. And you just see this very large, about 1/2 inch to inch thick bolt, 4.5, 5 feet long. And you're just like, okay, well, at least we know where he is. And you just hear the troll go, followed up by as he starts cranking the ballista back again.
Sana kind of just backs away
Yeah.
and goes, that was great. Yeah, he's right there, aimed right at us. So, you know, just little turd monkey.
All right.
Any
That's
ideas?
a little bit of a plan. It's gonna take them a minute to reload. We noticed that last time we fought them.
Yeah.
Let's let him reload once more. You guys get on this other side of the column. I'll pop out and try and just take fire, and then we start working our just
Immediately
run
run.
across.
Okay. So you're saying like we go over here and Sana kind of like walks back over to where they were? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, the top of this island. There's a path to that little one next to us. It's only 3 columns.
Okay. Yeah. We could do that.
If we can get a couple of us on that island, at least myself or Kale maybe, we can get to where we can reach the troll and start attacking while everyone else gets across.
Okay. I think that would work. So you and Kale will be the long distance attackers. Y'all kind of stay here and take the long path while we'll take the short path onto the smaller island and get up to the top.
By up to the top, do you mean where the stairs are?
No. I mean at the top of this island next to us, because he can't see us when we're up at the top. Remember when I came down low,
Yes,
he was able
just-
to fire.
Be careful about the lava worm. 10
Got
feet
it.
away from the edge.
Got it. Alaric and the Kurgan and Eldron come with me. We're gonna go back onto that small
Well,
island.
also the people who aren't immediately going to be fighting this troll on the ballista could stay here for a minute just to make sure they're not in harm's way with the worm while we get close enough to start attacking the troll at least.
Well, if someone's gonna lure the worm, I don't think it should be Sona. She looks like she might, get eaten if she takes the wrong hit.
I keep getting bad rolls, so that is probably a possibility. Not gonna lie.
I'm pretty hard to hit, and I am at full health, so I think.
What if me, you, and Kale, you can make Kale fly? What if we start going at the troll? We draw out one more bolt shot so that they have to reload and we can get closer.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with drawing a shot or two. I think if I can get him to shoot at me, then the rest of you can just rush in there. And obviously I'll be rushing in there too, but, I think if we cast Fly on the slowest people, and maybe if we can haste somebody else, we could get in there pretty quick. And that's just a matter of either targeting the ballista or the troll. But
Kale says our haste guy is up and over there.
oh right, he's a little guy.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay, well, y'all do that. Then me, Alaric, and the Kurgan will stay back until you guys give us a signal to get onto the next island.
Sound good?
Um,
Good.
Can you make Kale fly?
yeah. Should I cast it on Kale or Sona?
Kale.
Kale. Okay.
Kale has
Um,
range.
I'm a close range comic. Kale can fly up and shoot long range at them. Once he's
I still have mage armor on because it lasts like 8 hours or something.
Wait, almost a full
Is
day.
fly concentration though?
Fly is concentration, but mage armor is not. Luckily.
God, I always forget it's not concentration. It feels like it should
The
be.
mage armor
Yeah.
is like you just cast it when you wake up.
Yeah, it
it is
lasts 8
seriously
hours.
like one of the most powerful spells in the game, and it's level 1.
Yeah, and it's nice to have for somebody who gets up and faces.
Yeah.
I'll go over to Kale and cast Fly on him.
You start
um,
levitating. Oh, I love this. Okay.
I grab him by the ankles, like,
Wait,
oh,
what
easy,
am I doing
easy.
again?
Kale, some rules, real quick. Rules.
You got it. I'm listening.
Do your best to stay over land so that if you start falling, you don't fall in the lava. Okay?
Right. Don't fall in lava.
Stay at least 10 feet out, up above the lava,
Yes.
because then the worm won't get you. Hopefully.
Anything
And
else?
you're gonna fly up
Charge?
and shoot at the.
Tell me when to charge. Yep. I'm ready to go. Just tell me when to charge. I got this.
I'll give you a signal. I'll yell go when I want you to, okay?
Go! And he
Not
takes off.
yet.
Oh.
Kale's not that stupid.
No, he's not. I'm just kidding.
We'll tell you
maybe,
when,
but not
okay?
Kale. Okay, I'm ready to go when you say it.
I'm gonna go up to the top here, and I can run across this first set of columns pretty easily.
Where are you?
The top up here. Sorry. Ooh, I didn't move. The top up here is
Okay.
what I meant.
Yep.
And I like just to show you what I was talking about. And I can run across that first set of columns to this little center island.
Yeah, you could. You going for it?
Ildren, can you draw a shot real quick?
Run up with you?
Come out the
Oh.
bottom of this wall.
Eldrin,
And-
where I was, draw a shot from the ballista.
Well, we can both pop out at the same time and try and draw a shot, and then get to the center island. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me go. If you're hurt, I'll go a little bit ahead of you. But
I'm not.
before we begin, I'm gonna use the bonus action to activate my blade song.
Okay.
So I get that bonus to AC and movement speed.
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast mirror image on myself right as we start.
Got it.
When this thing attacked us, it was like a deck save, right? It was like an area thing.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Cool. Okay, well. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you wanna
I get my
run
short
out
little kiss.
the bottom of this wall or the top with me?
Well, I guess I'm confused. Wait, I thought the ballista was down to the south, right?
It's like almost immediately east.
Oh, really? Is that close? Okay, I zoomed out and got confused.
It's like
Oh, in that
3
case.
islands over.
Yeah. About 175 feet to 200 feet.
Okay. Whew. All right. That's a run.
I'm moving my character just so they can see where it is, but
Oh no, that's cheating.
no, but
You can't scout.
for the stream.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, if not, I'll just stay here, but I can't see their point of views.
You're right. Yeah, the stream wouldn't be able to see what's going on. That makes sense.
I'm just gonna put her like right there.
I got it. That's fair.
But like she's behind the rocks and everything. Like I'm not.
I gotcha.
I'm
You're
not
fine.
moving.
You're fine.
I'm actually not engaged.
For the audience. Anything for the audience.
Exactly.
Audience.
All right. I'll go first.
Okay. Yeah, we can just do that in initiative order. So it'll go, what, Yosara? Zero everyone out. So it'll be Yosara first. Yosara, you'll be in 4. Who's going last? Is it Kale or...
Maybe we can roll if
Ildren?
you want.
No, it's fine. You guys can pick your order if you're planning something out like this.
I suggest Kale being last.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kale's last
Yeah.
on your guys' turn. So
I'll
it'll
go right after
go,
And
Yosara,
and
Ildren.
the Kurgan and Sana are not moving. We're just staying like where we were resting.
Yeah, you guys are waiting. Okay. Okay. What are you guys doing?
Right.
Let's go. We run out.
Out and draw fire.
Uh huh. Let's do it. I guess I'll let you take the lead for jumping across on the pillars.
I'm gonna pop out,
What do you
try and get them to shoot at me.
Okay.
Pull back if they shoot, and then run right after.
Okay. Are you giving Kale the sign to go?
Not yet.
Okay. As you pop out and run around for a second, nothing immediately happens. Are you running back for cover?
I'm gonna shout at them. I'm trying to get them to take a shot.
Gotcha. Okay. It'll be a second. Ildren, you'll get a shot, a turn.
Yeah, sorry, I got
We're
stuck
trying
behind
to
the
get
wall there.
them.
That was weird.
We're trying to get them to shoot.
To fire at you guys, yeah. But basically, the turn order is Yosara, Ildren, Kale, and then the troll. So it's basically, where do you guys want to end your turn? How long are you staying exposed? Where are you exposed? Where are you guys ending your turn so it would have a chance to take a shot?
I say
Okay,
we
go to the
just
bottom of this
dash
wall.
across. Okay, we're gonna go to separate places.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Peek around there.
All right. Guys, holding to the cover as much as you can.
Yeah. And then I'm just gonna, try to pop out of the covers so that he sees me and draw a shot.
Okay, go ahead, and it'll be enough to... You're closer, so he's going to take a shot at you, Ildren. Go ahead and make a dexterity save with advantage.
Yeah.
No issues dodging it as you hear... There's a... Followed up by a heavy... As it slams into the stone right beside you. The troll starts reloading, but you guys have seen this before. You know it'll take him a full turn.
As soon as
Immediately
they
start
shoot.
dashing out.
Oh, I'm not hasted anymore.
You're not?
No, that only
it
lasts
a minute.
As soon as they shoot, I give Kale the signal, and I run out.
Now we're in combat order. You run out. Where are you ending?
On here? Let's see.
Okay. Are you taking the dash action?
Yeah, I will dash to get... That was 30 the first one, so then I'll dash to get on here.
Okay, give me a DC 1, 2, 3, 4, 8.
I do have a +3 dex mod.
Mm-hmm. But that's still 4 jumps. So you're going through 4, you've got 4 stretches of red. No issue. As you jump, land. Ildren, you're up.
Alright, I am running here.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use my action dash to jump across all of these and get to the other island.
All right, DC 8. Go ahead and give me a roll. No issue as you jump. A little bit better than Yosara.
Haha. It's not
Doing
competition.
anything with your bonus action?
I will. Actually, yeah. Wait, sorry. Let me get a better view of this map a little bit. I'm gonna bonus action. I'll Misty Step 30. Wait, is it 30 feet?
Yes, it's 30 feet.
Yeah. To the southeast.
Okay.
Just like right in front of that pillar there.
All right, I got you. And with that, Kale is going to pop out. He's got a fly speed of 60, right?
Yes.
Kale's gonna pop out and move 60 feet as fast as he can. The guys, I got this! And he is exactly 120 feet from the target, to which he casts Moonbeam
Nice.
as a cylinder? We'll call it a cylinder of moonlight envelops the troll. He casts Moonbeam. And with that, it'll be the troll's turn, who is continuing to reload, who has to make a dexterity save, I believe. Con save, as it is absorbing a lot of this moonlight. Come on, why aren't you saving? Okay, someone's got to do it for me. Someone give me a D20 roll. He does save, but he still takes, wow, max damage. So he takes 10 damage on that. Not bad for having a save.
My only 20 today was for an enemy.
Yeah. Objectively funny. And the ballista as well takes, well, that's going to be an automatic failure, as the ballista takes 20 damage. Parts of the ballista begin to fray and crack. But it's still operational. Kales uses action, and he's not going to use a bonus action because he really doesn't have one. The Horned Troll has finished reloading and is prepared to fire. Yosara, you're up.
I am going to run down so I can see the troll.
Okay.
And then fire my packed weapon, which can be ranged.
Cool. What packed weapon are you using?
I think we said it was, what is it, a heavy crossbow or whatever, because I took the advanced packed weapon feat.
Okay. Yeah, heavy crossbow, your range is like 1,000,000, so it's fine. Make attack, D10 roll. Plus 5? Oh, plus 4. Yeah, 22 is going to hit. As you hit the troll, go ahead and roll D10 plus 6. Yeah, that makes sense. 13. So you do 13 damage to the troll as your heavy crossbow bolt slams into the troll's chest. Its teeth start to gnash. As you see, it's reloaded. It begins to spin the heavy ballista towards you. You only get one attack, right? I'll take that as a yes.
Looking up the feet really quick, I'm sorry.
No worries. I'm pretty sure it's only one attack because you have 4 levels of Warlock. And it's not
I think it's only one attack. I'm just checking the damage.
Damage is probably fine. Let me know if it's plus 2 or minus 2.
Well, I have it. We have it in my character sheet as a D8.
That should have been a
It's a
D10, actually.
Okay.
It's a heavy crossbow. But even still, go ahead and, I mean, you can take it or you can roll a D10 and we can add the damage if it's different. Okay, you doing anything for bonus action?
Nope, I'm just standing there.
Okay. Ilgrin, you're up.
Okay. First, I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Misty Step again to just bounce over this gap, which will be 30 feet.
A long 30 feet, but okay.
Or I can put him on the pillar if you think that's
Actually,
close.
no, you're good. I might have miscounted that. Yeah, no, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, we'll call it.
And in front of me, I see walls.
Yeah.
There's a lot of walls. That's a good thing in a way. Okay, I'm just gonna run forward. One,
Okay,
two.
go ahead and give me your perception check.
Okay. Oh god, I was reaching for my dice.
No worries.
I'm used to DMing.
Oh yeah, with that perception check, you do notice something glowing. that. Is that not set?
No, I see it.
Here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you do notice something glowing in between a couple of the walls there.
Oh boy.
Looks interesting, so you can continue going, or you can investigate, or, whatever you want. Just know that that's there with your amazing perception roll.
Okay.
Not trying
I'm
to
gonna file that
complicate
away for
things
later
you,
because
but...
yeah. Okay, good to know. All right. In that case, wait, did I move?
Oh, there we go.
Got like 10 more feet. I'm just gonna bop. Is it possible to just like take cover around this wall and just kind of poke my head out so this guy sees me, but I'm still taking cover?
Yeah.
Okay. Then, I didn't burn an action, did I?
I don't remember you using an action. Bonus action.
No. Okay. Crap. Well, I'm gonna action dash. 1.
Okay.
2. Oh yeah, with 4. I have 40 because of my blade song.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna try to jump across those two. Well, I guess I'm good on that.
Yeah, it's
right?
easy jump. You're fine. Your dexterity
that's my
mod is
turn,
+2, so cool. Kale is going to move forward another 60 feet, and he's going to guiding bolt. Once I find his character sheet. All right, this is why I hate playing DM and DM PCs. Guiding bolt. Okay, he's guiding bolting, and nat ones. Firing the guiding bolt straight into the lava. There's a big sploosh, and the lava starts glowing in this big murky pool. And Kale just is kind of looking at it, just going, "Oh man." And that's when everyone else on the battlefield realizes Kale is so disappointed he's looking at the spot where he shot his guiding bolt into the lava that he's not paying attention to anything else that's going on, and that will be his turn. With that, the troll, realizing Kale has completely lost focus, is going to fire at him the heavy... Oh, but first, someone give me a d20 con save for the heavy troll. Or for the troll?
I'll roll it. One time I
As
rolled
it
good.
succeeds, taking
Unbelievable.
5 more radiant damage. Now give me a dexterity save for Kale with disadvantage. See if you should have kept the 18 for Kale.
Alright. Nope.
Nice! As Kale looks up at the last second and goes, "Ah!" and ducks under the bolt with his flying levitation, and it just skims by, and you see 2 or 3 pieces of Kale's hair just go, but no damage to Kale. Also, the ballista would have... It's now fraying and on fire. It is still capable of working, but it is looking like it's about to explode. As the moonbeam is corroding and breaking the ballista itself. With that, Yosara, you are up. Kale's guiding bolt failed, so it is normal attacks.
I'm gonna fire my heavy crossbow at the troll.
Okay.
I keep ignoring my dice roll, I'm sorry.
Go ahead and roll those dice.
I tried 3 times.
Oh no, what are you trying to do?
There we go. There's one.
As you fire that, the bolt goes wide, and you feel a little silly because it's been a while since you've pack weaponed a crossbow.
But then I'm just gonna run up and shoot. Get to the middle column.
Okay. No issues jumping across. With that, Ildrin, you're up.
30 can put me here.
Okay.
Yeah, you got a dex 3, so +3, so you're good.
I will continue jumping across.
Sorry, hang on a second. Yosara, give me a perception roll. Go ahead, Ildred.
Just hopping across these first 4 using my Blade Song movement.
Okay.
40 feet. And I'm just gonna go ahead and burn an action again to dash. So I'm gonna complete that. And
Yosara, everything is fine. Don't worry about that perception roll.
Oh, good, over here.
Okay. Are you closing with to engage?
that is my goal, yes.
Okay.
But I don't
Now
think I
you
can
have
get all the way to the
run
troll.
into the sphere of radiant moonlight. That is what that 5
Oh, that's what that
diameter
is.
Yes.
Right. I would not want to do that. Realizing what that is.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
again, your character seeing this would understand what's going on, so go ahead and back out of that.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
You said earlier that the ballista looked like it was gonna explode. Did you mean like? Can I tell if it looks like it's gonna hurt me if it gets destroyed? By standing next to it, or is it just look like it's just gonna
call it a
burst
history
apart?
check.
History check. Hey, I got a modifier for that. Oh yeah.
Your
I
knowledge.
like how these are the checks I'm getting.
Yeah, right. You're thinking about it, and you're looking at that ballista, and you're like, I know a little bit about warfare. That string has a lot of tension as the troll is winding it back. You're like, oh, if I was within about 10 feet of that string exploding, it's going to fire like a cable coming at me like a whip. I should probably stay about 10 feet away from either one of those edges in case it does break.
In that case,
So
I'm gonna
again,
angle
I'll-
myself running in
No worries.
a little. Yeah, thank you. Just a little bit down. I still can't reach him.
Right, but you're outside
Oh.
of the danger zone of
I am outside the danger zone of that thing.
moonbeam, and that thing's gonna have some pretty serious tension under it, and it won't kill you, but it's string moving that fast, basically a cable. It hurt.
Yeah, it would not be pleasant.
Kale moves in, staying above everything as he's about 10, 15 feet over, we'll call it 15 feet over the battlefield. He rubs his hands together and goes, okay, let me try this again, guys. Guiding bolts! As he guiding bolts the troll for an 18. There we go. Granting the next person to shoot at it advantage and doing... Do you roll? There we go. Boop. Boop. Doing 17, almost maximum damage to it, and he's like, ha! Just the way I exploded in the goblin that one time. And the troll starts to glow. The troll, realizing it's glowing for a second there, is like, ah, neat. Someone give me a dexterity save for the troll. As the troll finagles the crossbow, or the ballista, he's about to take a heavy shot at Yosara. It again does pretty well inside the radiant damage, taking 6 more radiant damage. Takes aim at Yosara, lines up the perfect shot, but then the moonbeam explodes the back end of the ballista as it has taken fatal damage. The cable snaps, hitting the orc for 2d10 damage as it is in range of both strings, doing 11 more damage. Then blowing up its toy, it's looking at it, stunned, glowing. Yosara, you're up.
Oh, I can still see it where I am.
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna say, fuck this attack weapon, and I'm close enough now to Eldritch Blast it.
Okay, go ahead and Eldritch Blast. First one with advantage. And since it is advantage, if you hit, you get snake. Which again, that's a bit of a weird house rule, but I thought it was cool that that's gonna hit. A warlock could get sneak attack if they were multiclassing with rogue, because I think sneak attack is awesome. And go ahead and roll your sneak dice. Doing an extra 3 damage as you hit it in a critical spot. Parts of this troll are just sloughing off. The radiant damage has done a lot to it. The second Eldritch Blast is going to hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Blowing up its toy, it looks at you on the last bit of life, eyes swelling shut, blood coming out of it. It is still up.
I'm gonna run across the island, though.
Okay. As you do, you feel ripples hitting the place you just leapt off of. It's almost like a wave hit it right as your foot leaves it. And like something big had slammed into it right as you had jumped off, but did nothing. Probably good you moved. Ildurin, you're up.
Okay. Well, then I'm closing this distance, not going through the moonbeam, circling around.
Sure.
And, oh, I guess that's his space, yeah. And then I'll get up on this guy. And I have not attacked yet.
As you do, the troll rears against you, raises its head. It's about to attack you with all sorts of ferocity and might. And you...
I reach up with my sword. I can attack twice as per level 6. One of them can be
Absolutely.
a cantrip as a blade singer. So first I'm going to cast Booming Blade. And a part of that is I get to make a melee attack as normal. So I'm just going to make that real quick.
Go for it.
My sword.
You slash into it with your scimitar. All of a sudden, its stomach opens up and this heavy stench of bile innards comes slamming at you. Yeah.
Just like...
The stuff starts coming out of the troll as it falls to its knees. It goes to grab for you, but it starts to fall. Are you taking your attack?
Wait. That happened after I slashed him?
Oh, it's clearly dead.
Holy shit.
Okay. Also, drop the damage on the actual token itself. Another super cool feature. So that D6, it literally had 1 HP, so literally just hitting it would have killed it. So just for funsies, let me just show you what happens. Go ahead and grab the damage and drop it again on the troll.
The damage? Okay.
Yep. So literally drop it on the troll token on the actual map itself.
May have to zoom in to get on top of it.
Yeah, you have to go around the moonbeam circle. That's the trouble I was having.
Oh, the moonbeam.
Oh, if you guys were having trouble with that, you could have just let me know. I would have moved it. Okay, so that time, dropping it on, notice how it says damage exceeds hit points. So what you're doing is it's actually automatically allocating, so I don't have to hand jam the damage. So it saves me a really cool step, so I don't have to do math. And so as you do it, you slash it open from neck to navel, and all of a sudden its innards starts just dripping out in all sorts of goo. It tries to collect him with one hand while it's going to claw you with the other. Again, you have another attack. Do you want to use it, or are you just going to step back and let the troll ooze out?
No, I'm going to go in and finish him. Wait. No, I'm doing it. I've already made a decision. Do I roll advantage because he's prone or anything, or
just roll damage?
Gotcha.
He's got no defense.
Oh yeah, he's.
So what's your attack?
I attack with my scimitar. I just bring it down on his head and do a little flourish beforehand and say, "You're not very good with that thing," and then just end it.
And as you split the troll's head, you see its head bifurcate slightly. As its eyes start to go in different directions, it tries to hold itself together. The guts start to spill out into the lava, cooking it in a slightly good tasting, but mostly revolting smell of bile and innards mixing with heat and lava. There's a heavy sizzle and a stench as parts of this troll go everywhere. Kale lands and goes... Not very good with what thing? What thing wasn't he? Oh, hang on a second. And he waves his hand and the moonbeam drops. What thing wasn't he good with? Hey,
I point my. I mean, it was a joke about his shooting. You know, he missed us. It wasn't even like, come on, it was terrible. I thought.
Oh, and Kale busts up laughing. That wasn't very good with that thing. Yeah, I get it.
You'd have to be a drow to really get it. It's kind of a cultural thing, but. Anyway.
Drow thing. Gotcha.
Yeah. What is Kale again? Is he human?
Yes.
Cool.
Yosara, give me a perception roll. Yeah. Still no trouble spotting it. About 15 feet from you, you see something embedded almost in the stone itself.
So I hear Ildren make some cheesy pun about finishing off this troll. I'm like, all right, I can focus on something else, I guess.
The laughter of Kale echoing.
Yeah.
Could I get closer to look at whatever's in the stone?
Sure.
Before I do that, I'm going to call over to Sona and say, the troll's done with!
Hey,
Troll in the
what are
dungeon?
you
What did you
doing
say?
now then? Sana like yells across the lava.
Found something!
Well, don't touch it. At least let most of us come over to you. We still got the giant lizard in the freaking lava. Sana
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
And then she motions to Alaric and the Kurgan to kind of come with her as she will start getting them moving towards the nearest path, which is the shortest path, which is the 1, 2, 3 up near the top.
Like ducklings, they
poke
follow
at the
you.
thing.
Yosara, give me a d20 roll. Six. Oh, it looks like a bag of gold.
Want to sort of pick it up
It's a bag of gold.
okay. I pick it up normally.
You get 250 gold.
Ooh.
Add 250 gold to your inventory. Yeah, number 6 was the lamest one. Couldn't think of anything else.
Alright, so
I'd like to lead Kale back over to where Yosara is, just to get us back together. Is there anything? Look, maybe this troll has anything on him besides just
Yeah,
gross
roll investigation.
crap? Okay.
while he's doing that, can my small little group of ducklings make their way across the rocks?
Yeah. Thought that was nat 20 for a second. Hang on a second here. Yeah, as you're looking through the troll, you don't find anything, but... Oh my god. But, while you're looking through the parts of the ballista, you find a very powerful magic-looking shield. As you hold it, you can feel a magical essence about it, but it's almost like the magic isn't activating as you hold it.
Huh. Maybe it's not the right person holding it. Okay. Can I I'll bring it back over to the middle, and then I'll cast Identify over there ritually if I can. Probably take a little
Okay.
bit, but I'll lead Kale back over across the stones.
I mean,
Lead up
Kale
to
can
Yosara.
fly, so he doesn't...
Oh, right, I forgot, yeah.
Yeah, he just flies
How
over
if I
that
drop
stuff,
it?
and he's like, okay.
So,
Nice.
Are you
Well,
gonna
then-
do we need to do the jump, the stair check?
How fast are you going? Are you going really, really fast and trying to just get across them?
We're going slow and steady because the threat has
Okay.
passed. So each of us is taking our time, making sure we land on each rock, and we get
Sure.
across, and we
Okay.
wait for each other on the island. So once I go, I watch and make sure the Kurgan goes.
Sure. Sana, after you go, since you guys are going nice and slow, give me a perception check.
Okay.
I'm just showing Ildren the gold that I found, and
Yep.
like, oh hey, there's
Yeah,
something.
as you guys are going nice and slow, it's almost like your motion is attracting something deep under the lava. With that, do you want the Kurgan and Alark to go slow or fast?
I want them to continue at the pace they are. I don't want them to go any slower or any faster. I want them to get across safely and to stop when they're here with me on the island before we move on.
As Alaric is taking his time, the heavy, intense lava worm busts out roaring with a... Alaric just goes... Someone give me a dexterity save for Alaric. His dex is +2 as this thing comes busting out and is mere feet from him with his super powerful legs. He goes, ah! Jump, 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 and runs all the way down, way past the Kurgan, way past you, and is now on the middle thing before 6 seconds are up as that's a lickety-split dash and a half as he is terrified.
Well, all right. Someone yells, "Are you okay?" And he's gone.
He is going to keep going as fast as he can. Even the Kurgan goes, we should probably move quickly, and runs very fast across them, having no trouble clearing the stones. But as the Kurgan has moved quickly, creating a lot of motion, Sana, you are now alone over there. Are you going fast, or are you going slow?
Can I still see the creature, and has it submerged itself yet?
It has submerged.
Okay. I'm gonna go slow.
Hang on, I would have been able to see, like, them panic and run over, right?
I mean, yeah, but you're also playing with some gold.
Shiny clinky coins are distracting you, Sora. So I'm gonna go nice and slow. Use my best not to cause any ripples as I jump across.
Roll stealth.
I don't have stealth, you turd. That just said slow. I have athleticism, so I can go slow. So rude. Yeah, that's me for being stealthy. I'm a paladin with heavy armor, you jerk.
Your heavy armor slamming in has clearly attracted something, but as the distance was great enough, you're fine. And you managed to make it without incident. Although, as you leave the last one, you jump back and look, and you see the last pillar you were on. It rocks a little bit from where you jumped, and then it rocks a little bit about 2 seconds later.
This thing is relentless, Sana says to herself. And then she turns around and is like, all right, that's dead. Good to know. And she walks over into the middle of the group. Is like, now what? And what are you doing? You sorry, is that gold in your hand?
I found it on the ground.
Have you been playing with it since you found it? Sana says questioningly.
No, Mom. I just picked it up.
Well, it's yours, obviously. So go ahead and put it away, and let's figure out our next steps to get back over to Dimkin.
Yeah, I think that we're just gonna have to kind of wing it as far as running over to Dimkin. This worm is gonna want whoever is first.
Right. Jeez, where does this wall go? Oh, okay. Oh, wait!
Careful exploring, depending on what you see.
Sorry, I was just trying to see how long
I'm just saying.
While they're talking, I'm going to begin the ritual to identify whatever the shield is.
Okay. You realize it's a shield of inner sight. It adds +1 AC to anyone who's already using a shield. However, it has a voice of its own, and it will emit the inner thoughts of the person at the most inappropriate times. And then as you finish the identification spell, it begins pulling as hard as it can towards Kale, or Alaric, or Sana.
Oh, I go, wow, oh.
As it is now trying to fight out of your hands.
This thing is powerful.
I'm going to
really
let
wants one of you.
Yosara choose who the shield chooses.
Eldra, what do you have there? What's going on? Sana asked confusingly.
It's a very powerful shield. It's magical. It's got some sort of enchantment. It's drawn to someone here.
Do all three of them already have a shield?
They do. It adds 1 to their shield's AC as it clamps to the outside of the shield, but again, it has a tendency to admit their innermost thoughts at the most inopportune moments.
I'm sorry, I really want Kale to have it.
All right.
Okay.
As it clamps onto Kale's shield, Kale now has the shield of inner sight, and it clamps on, and Kale just goes, "Oh my god, what happened?" Followed up by you hear, Whoa, that was weird. And it seemed to come from in front of Kale.
And so
I
it's
just gotta
just
cover
like,
my mouth.
Kale, what was that? You just spoke twice. Sana has
I
no
didn't-
idea what's going on.
I didn't speak twice. I think it was my arm who said something. And he kind of looking down at his shield. He's like, "Whoa, is this a magical shield?" Followed up by, "This is gonna be so much fun."
Kale, you're speaking twice somehow, Sana says, and yes, she kind of cocks her head. It's definitely coming from what seems to be your shield now.
It must be some sort of sentient parrot attached to this shield.
Hey,
And
Elrond, didn't you just
Kale's like,
investigate it?
"That makes complete sense." Followed up by, "I have no idea what's going on."
Its magic was dark and mysterious. There's much that I could not unravel. I say when my kids look like this.
Can I insight check Ildred?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I deception check?
And Sana
Yeah,
at
go
the
for
same
it.
time is actually
We'll
gonna
make it
come
contested.
over, and she's gonna come over and actually start poking at Kale's like shield, just like, what is this nonsense? Just like completely baffled.
While Sana's baffled by it, I'm just gonna quietly walk over next to Ildred and whisper like, "Hey, what does it do?"
I should tell you, Dark Secret is the worst moment.
Okay, Kale. Well, yeah, it looks like a good shield though. It should help protect you, which is great because sometimes you do get bitten/blasted. Sana says as she kind of stands up straight.
As Kale starts playing with it, he goes, "No, I feel more defensive." Followed up by, "Oh God, what have I done to myself?"
Sana just goes, yeah, and her eyes are a little wide. You're gonna be fine, Kale. She starts trying to reassure him, thinking like that was a thought of him like scared. It's gonna be okay. It's just a magic shield. You know, nothing's gonna happen. It's gonna help defend yourself. You know, it's gonna be okay.
I hope you don't feel that the shield gives you some sort of sense of overcompensation for anything, because it looks great on you.
What do I have to overcompensate about? How does he know?
And Sana starts looking between Elrond and Kale like, oh, what's going on now? But Kale, you look great with the shield. It's gonna be great for you. I think we should kind of walk around a bit and see what's the best next path to either get back to Dimkin or continue forward. So I'm gonna go down to the end of this wall and just take a peek out. And Sana slowly just makes her way down to the end of the wall. And
As you do that, Kale goes, "Thanks, Sana. I really appreciate that." Followed up by, "Thanks, Mom."
And Sana, as she just turned, just kind of glances back and kind of has this look of, "It's gonna become a trend. I know it is. I need to stop it somehow."
You know, I'm sorry. I did forget to mention this. It was in my subnotes, and the wearer of the shield cannot hear the shield. Important note I neglected.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent.
I'm so excited for Kale to actually be here
Yeah,
for
he's
this
gonna
next
love
session
this.
with the shield.
That might be the best magic item I've ever heard of.
I'm flattered by that, actually. This was mine, and
Oh, yeah?
I'd hoped you would pick Kale, but even still.
Of all the characters, it might have been a better choice, but of all the characters to have to say what they're thinking, Kale's gotta be the funniest one.
It's gonna be the funniest one, 100%.
To be fair, I left this up to the audience and played this one straight.
Yeah, you're sorry I was the one that made the final decision. Sana just kind of is like shaking her head as she walks up and looks out across the lava to see what paths, and she sees to the right the ballista, which is now just a pile of ruins with a dead body next to it. And then she sees what looks like treasure or some, I don't know. Can she identify what's there? Can I roll for perception or
Yeah, those are books.
and books? Okay, I'm gonna roll. Well, they're just books and chests right here.
Just books.
Just a bunch of books. Okay.
Bunch of books.
Okay, but that looks like a building over there. Or is that?
It does
like
look
a
like a
wall?
building. You're correct. You're correct. Looks like a building.
And way off in the distance, I swear I see another pool. Just like that previous one we were encountered, Yosara.
I also see something a bit more concerning up here. Look at the top here.
Where?
That's Iris. Okay, never mind. I just saw Iris like in this red.
Yeah, she's in that circle that is where we're gonna have to go back to. So we gotta get back to her, but we also gotta pick up Dimkin. And then, you know, there's that island in the staircase. I did want to try and go to the staircase if we can, but you know, whatever
I want
works.
to check out this building.
So you think we should go this way to the right instead of go back towards where Dimkin is?
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe we could encourage Dimkin to make his way to Iris.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'm sure he'll feel better protected.
You guys want me to tell him? Kale says as he's still floating. I could easily go over there and tell Dimkin.
I mean, shoot, could you like go over and pick up Dimkin?
Yeah, no problem. Dimkin's light. And Kale flies over and you hear, "Hey, Dimkin buddy!" Followed up by, "Fucktard. We should take you over to Iris. There you'll be safe if she doesn't kill you." He grabs
Alex,
Dimkin through... What's that?
Oh no, I was just gonna ask if that thing that I saw when I was running past with that perception was still here, or was that what Yosara picked up?
That is what Yosara picked up.
Okay, just
Kale comes flying back a little while later, and is like, "Hey guys, I didn't see anything interesting at all. I just dropped Dimkin off."
Awesome, Kale. Thank you. Well, I'm gonna very slow and steadily start making my way across 1, 2, 3, 4. But not like silently and not like stealthily, just steadily and with confidence to make sure I don't fall.
And Kale goes floating over, and you hear a ghostly as Kale goes floating over.
Cool.
All right.
Well,
So you went
Eldrin,
slow and steady.
Yes, with not
Okay.
stealthily, just slow and steady.
Slow and steady. I got it.
Eldrin, do you want to just, we can run over, or?
And the
Yeah,
Kurgan,
I mean-
Kurgan, and I yell at the Kurgan and Alaric to follow me. Slow
Slow and steady, or should they go fast?
Slow and steadily. I yell out.
All right. As you are a few seconds in front of them, they line up to go slow and steady, and look at the other two.
Are they actually saying slow and steady, but I think that's going to attract it, so go a bit faster?
So
I mean, I
slow
can
and
try to
steady, or
stealth
roll
them.
for it.
I don't want. I want to take your lead on this one.
I
Slow and
recommend
steady,
slow and
we'll
steady.
follow Sana.
Just saying, Sana says that she's kind of hovers near the rocks.
The Kurgan just goes, "Ugh!" and runs across as fast as she can. Yeah.
Is
her
the Kurgan
gain
like
no
a
issue.
title, or is it like like a race or something?
That's
Title.
her title.
Okay.
From the last place we were at.
Alaric, seeing the Kurgan, goes, "Yeah, my turn!" and then runs across as fast as he can. 19 pulls it off!
He's done with everybody. Sana says that she slowly like makes her way forward. To
Eldrin and Yosara, what are you guys doing?
I'm running across
Okay, fast as you can?
fast as I can.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 10. 10? You're fine. You landed in it. Whoa!
Huh.
Pull it off.
I knew what I was doing.
Yosara?
It's not going to be great, but I'm going to, can I make a perception check to see if I can see the worm coming up?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you don't see it.
Yeah, that
Probably
makes
fine.
sense.
Probably fine.
I shout back. You're probably fine. What's the worst that
Right
could
across,
happen?
I guess.
Running. Okay, DC 10. Roll for it. Yeah, you don't do great, but you look better than Ildren for the second time today. Okay, while you guys are here, you guys find 2 special books, and I'm going to give you a roll. The first special book is, let me read it. I'm not going to make you identify it because that's boring. Jackie's Ninjutsu Manual. It grants the ability to cast one of these as a bonus action. You either can do an unarmed punch, which is basically a d4 plus your strength modifier. Shield bash, which is a d4 plus your shield AC bonus damage, and has a chance to knock prone. Trip, which is a strength check that can knock prone. You can throw somebody, which would do a d6 damage plus throw distance and could possibly knock prone. Coup de grace, one of my personal inventions. Roll a d10. On a 10, it's an instant kill against something that does not have legendary resistances or legendary actions. Disarm. You can pick 2. It was again designed for Sana, who doesn't have bonus actions. But anyone could essentially read it if you want to hand it off, Sana, as you are the one who found it. There is also a second book, a very special book that for some reason Yosara reads a few words out of, and it is Captain Gary's Journal and Last Words. As Captain Gary says, we came here in search of riches and wonder. Now I'm all that is left of the crew. I swore I wouldn't leave the Desert Rose, but here I lay. Damn it. Freya, you were right. We never should have left. I'm sorry. I'm not going to keep my promise. Followed up by the date. The Scarred King calendar, 5/26. Which, I told Kale this, I'm not sure if I got anyone else, but you are in the Scarred King calendar of 8/21. That is the year you're in. This was written in 5/26.
Wow.
Can you send that? Can you send that like as a hexagon copy?
Yeah. And again, this is Captain Gary's journal, and he mentions a girl named Freya. Yosara, just out of curiosity, do you remember any of that?
I remember a Freya. Yes.
Okay. In a past life, just for funsies, I'm just going to go ahead and declare this to the group. We played a one-shot. Yosara played a character named Freya, and Gary was the guy on the boat who got thrown off and almost eaten by the sandworms, and you were the only one who was nice to him. So that was just a throwback to the first time you and I met.
Gary was Freya's Alaric.
Aww.
Yep. Yep,
Aw.
that's exactly what it was.
I'm gonna. So I know that the Kurgan can already do some of these moves.
Yeah.
And I could probably teach them to Alaric. I don't think he'd find as much use as them as I would. And I don't think that's just for Kale. So I'm gonna go ahead and use it on myself.
Okay.
And so what do I do?
You pick 2. And you will learn 2, so you will get the ability to use a bonus action if you're in melee, giving you basically a ninja kind of maneuver, because I'm tired of you not having a bonus action. You literally don't have one. It's kind of lame. So that being said, Ildren, when you're ready, roll me a d20 to see what you find. And Sana, when you're ready, go ahead and pick what you would like your bonus actions to be.
Kind of like the coup
Okay.
de grace. That sounds pretty
Okay.
awesome. And you
All
remember
right.
that one, so that one's pretty good.
I'm going to privately chat you what you find, as you don't have to share this with the group. I'm going to add it to your inventory.
And then gonna look at Yosara and just ask her kind of for her, like,
Give me a thumb up when you received it, Ildren.
a warrior advice. You know, what do you think should be my other bonus action option?
For the way you fight, either shield bash or disarm. I would maybe say shield bash a little higher, because if they're knocked prone and you can hit them after they're prone, you get advantage.
That's what
You
I
can
was
do more damage if they're on the ground.
Okay, so
The
that's
way
what
you
I'll
fight up close, that seems better to me.
No, for sure. So we'll do shield bash, as I am a shield bearer anyways, and coup de grace, which you'll need to send me details on that as well.
Sure. It's technically coup de grace, but,
Coup de
you know,
grace.
we can call it coup de grace if you want.
Grass, I like that. Coup de
I
grace.
believe it's Frances. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
it's grass.
So I'm glad you guys went to the little book nook. What are you doing now?
Well, Yosara wanted to go to the building, so Sana, after accomplishing that, steadily and not stealthily makes her way across the other three to the building that Yosara was interested in.
Okay. The Kurgan is going to go as quickly as she can. Still no issue. Alaric, seeing the Kurgan go, is going to go trying to one-up the Kurgan. Doesn't one-up her, fails miserably, doesn't hurt himself, but gets just over the minimum. So now 3 people have gone. Anyone else going? Kale is going to fly way up and over, not taking any chances. Sorry.
Motion for Yosara to go before me.
Yeah, just sorry, I was looking around. There's some really shiny stuff down there, like pointing past the ballista. There's something really colorful. I don't know. I can see something over there.
Can we go check it out?
I mean, if we're looking for stuff to bring back to more hunters, this might be a thing.
And then Sana just yells out, "You want the building, so I went to the building!"
I'm sorry, I couldn't see the stuff over there when I saw the building.
Well, where are we going
I
then,
don't know.
silly? Sana yells back, "Do we need to come back to you?"
You want to look at the building first?
You want me to
Y'all
go
are
in
already
and-
over there.
You want me to go in and then tell you what I find?
No, I mean, as a whole, we can all go look at the building.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, let's do that. And
I
then
just-
we'll pick
I
back
do
up
think we
and
should
go
come
look.
back to that corner.
Okay. I'm not sure what you saw, but sure. If you feel like we should explore some more.
I'm gonna... Okay, building first, and I'm gonna run over to Sana.
Okay, you are running across the sauna? Okay. Roll for it, or are you going slow?
I'll roll for it.
Okay.
Because it's only 4 spots, right?
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so it'd be a D8. That's all you needed.
I've been rolling scarily low on those.
Ildren.
I'm running across fast as I
Okay.
can.
As you run across, all of the slow and steady motion has attracted. As you run across, you just see the lava explode beside you as a very large creature bursts out and just does that heavy. It goes to make a snatch at you. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Gee. Ooh.
As the DC was 10, you narrowly dodge out of the way of, and you feel your long hair just get a little bit ruffled, but you do make it. Just to make sure you don't hit any lava, give me a dexterity roll. You're looking for an 8. Yeah, no issues.
Awesome.
As you
Awesome.
nimbly bimbly jump your way across, the thing submerges. Oh, whoops. There we go. submerges beneath the lava again, having only appeared for a few seconds.
I whip my ponytail around, look at the burned edges. Ugh. The split ends. Or molded ends, I don't know. You guys tell me.
You look fine. Just a few little burnt split ends that are now gone because they've been burnt off, so no worries.
And Kel goes,
nice.
seriously, you look fine, followed up by...
And Sana just kind of looks down at Kale like,
What?
yep, no, it's fine,
You
Kale.
look fine.
You're fine. You're good, Kale. And Sana just proceeds to go in because she started to get the picture that what's happening with Kale and the shield, Kale has no idea. And she just proceeds to walk into the building.
I just shifty-eye Kale and follow her into the building.
As you guys go into the building, it looks like it once held some important things. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check, just the three of you, as the rest of the group are preoccupied by nothing. Ooh! 18, 19! Ildren, give me a d20 roll.
You do it. Just flat d20?
Flat d20.
Ah,
5.
Give me-
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Looking around for anything, you find a scroll of Revivify.
oh my goodness.
Now giving your party the ability to revivify one single person, should you need it.
Do we still need the material components, or is it covered with
Nope.
the scroll?
It's covered by the scroll.
Oh my goodness. I very delicately bring it to the group and say, who should hold on to this?
Which, just to clarify, for those of you who don't know, Revivify, you're allowed to bring back one person who has died, DED dead, as long as it is used within 1 minute and their body has not been destroyed. So disintegrate, falling into lava, getting completely eaten would destroy the body, but normal combat damage would not. So if somebody dies, you have 1 minute to use the scroll, and they would come back to life, basically at the cost of the scroll.
You know what? Elron, I'm gonna vote that you hold on to that. I'm gonna get that trust in you that you're gonna hold on to that, and when the time comes, even if we're in combat, we're gonna do an instant vote on using it or directing each other on who should be revived if necessary. So, sorry, are you cool with that?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, can anyone use the scroll, or do you have to be like arcane in
Technically,
nature?
you're supposed to have the spell in your ability class, but for scrolls, I think if you're any kind of a caster, you should be able to use it.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's a little gray. I can't remember what the actual rules are, and I don't feel like looking them up. So bottom line is, if you can cast any kind of magic, you can use the scroll. And I'm gonna say you don't have to roll for it on this one, just because of what the scroll is. This is basically a one-time Control Z, whatever you just did.
Oh,
Gotcha. Yeah, Ildren, you should hold on to that one. Yeah.
that's a lot of faith. I'm honored. I wrap it up carefully, tuck it away into my robes. I'm also pretty fast, so hopefully that'll come in handy if we need to use
And
this.
the Kurgan puts her large hand on your shoulder and goes, I do have faith in you. And Alaric puts a shield up to his chest and goes, I have faith in you. And then Kale walks up to you, pats you on the shoulder and goes, I too have faith in you. Followed up by the voice,
I wait, yeah.
so do I. You walk away.
Yeah. Gotta hold myself a little higher. Feel a little bit more comfortable around these people.
Sana
As everyone-
Oh, good.
As everyone walks away from that, Yotsara kind of stays behind and just hisses to Ildren, don't make us regret this.
I just nod and look over, side-eyed at her. I mean, I'm having fun so far.
Sana proceeds to the front, I guess the most northern point of the island. And there, as she steps out of the door, she sees Iris and goes, "Yo, what's up?" And she yells across the lava towards Iris.
Iris is... She's asleep.
Sana not getting interaction, but seeing her, hopefully being able to see that she's sleeping, just shrugs her shoulders and goes back inside and says, "Well, I see another staircase and I see Iris. So what's the plan now?"
I see another well.
Well, we did find something very interesting in the bottom of that well. I wonder if it's another healing well. And Sana kind of taps herself. I could use a little bit of extra heals.
We could go check it out.
Okay, the bigger island that's up at the top, like right, Usara, has one of those spiral staircases. You remember I said I kind of wanted to go up one. If we have time for that, I definitely want to check out what's up there.
You want to try to heal before that or after that?
Yeah, we're gonna heal first. It seems to be the easiest path. And we can explore one more island if we go that way, don't you think? And she comes up right next to you. Sara looks out towards the other island straight across.
I think going up the staircases could be interesting. I think we should kind of finish up on this level first.
Okay.
It might take more time, but we never know where those staircases are going to lead and if we'll be able to come back down here.
That's true. You are correct. Alright, so
I'm going to go ahead and give you a spoiler. You will be able to come back, as they are staircases to essentially mini worlds. I don't want you to worry too much about what they are, like it's going to end the session or anything like that.
Gotcha. Alright, well, I'm going to go across nice and steadily.
Okay, that next jump is pretty far. So, if you're going very slow and steady, you still gotta roll 4+.
Okay, jump. And then I'm gonna go all the way, and I'll roll for it.
Okay, so you would have to roll a 6.
On dexterity, right? Just abilities, not saving.
Just abilities, not saving.
Ha!
Oh!
Sana whiffed that.
As you make that long jump, you kind of shank it and take 9 fire damage as you fall into lava again, but manage to jump off real quick.
So I'm guessing that was 18, so then divided by half.
Yeah.
And Sana just goes,
Painful.
I've been rolling really high on my d6.
"Yeah, you have. Thanks for that."
I mean, the average is 12, and I hit 21 last time. I mean, I'm impressed with myself. If I was rolling for stats, I would be a demigod right now.
Well, I'm glad as bad as it sounds, I'm glad it's only Sona that's really getting hit with lava because it's already getting halved.
Yeah, out of all of us in the party, I'm the one that's the most durable with the nice fiery pool of lava underneath us. And she just kind of like stumbles as she lands. She's like, "God damn it!" And she like slowly walks over to investigate the pool of liquid that had been pointed out to her.
You do not have detect magic up, but you can tell that this is different. It is definitely not the same kind of magic.
I'm gonna run over to Sona's island.
Okay, give me... You just going for the whole thing? Not a D8, but 8. Dex save. Or Dex, not save. No issues. Jump, long jump, jump. Run over real quick. Anyone else joining as Alaric, Kale, and the Kurgan are all just chilling, watching y'all?
Yeah, let's just say that we told them, or I recommended, let's just hang out there. That way, if we want to go down or we want to go back up, they'll be there.
Yeah.
It's a small island.
Yeah.
Ildren, are you following them?
I'll come with you guys, and I'll just look back and tell them to wait for us to come back.
Okay, Ildren, go ahead.
I'm gonna try to go the whole way.
No issues. You actually make it look good, but not as good as Yosara.
I just keep trying to put my dancing shoes on, and nothing's happening.
Ildren, as I think you're the only one who's actually proficient in Arcana, unless... Yeah, You're the only one proficient in Arcana. Go ahead and give me an Arcana roll.
Yeah.
With that 10, you do understand a little bit of the magic. It is kind of the opposite of a well of healing. It's a well of hate, basically. This will give temporary boons to anyone who does melee damage. And whoever drinks from it first will get a permanent increase to melee damage.
Whoa. Will it hurt you in any way?
Nope.
Interesting.
Is there a sheen over top of it like the other one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Figured.
Yusara, I'm gonna take this healing potion, and if you want to use that bottle to try and capture that sheen.
Yeah, if you need a healing potion anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm gonna use another healing potion.
Go ahead and add 10, just because I think that's the... Actually, I'll do it.
I'll take her empty bottle and try to scoop up the whatever's on
Okay.
top again.
You now have the sheen of the Well of Violence.
Well of violence.
Are
Have
you
two
guys
shiny
drinking
violets.
from it?
So wait, what exactly, Ildrum, does it do? So I want to ask, a bit confused.
Well, it it increases
You're
damage
not entirely
permanently.
sure, but yeah, you understand that drinking from it normally would increase damage temporarily, probably for a fixed time period like 1 hour, 4 hours, 24 hours. Not entirely sure. But whoever drinks from it, drinks that sheen, will get a permanent damage increase.
So
Yeah,
if I drink
big-
what's in the
big potion.
bottle, I get a permanent increase. If I just drink...
Whoever drinks from that bottle will get a permanent damage increase. And again, these are the kind of things that the lore hunters are looking for.
So we'll keep the bottle, but I'll just give a sip. Might as well give it a try. I got it.
Are you drinking from it?
I got a new ability, or supposedly I got a new ability recently.
Mhm.
I mean, he did say... I know, but Yosara wouldn't know that. I was...
Yusara, I think you should keep that for the lore hunters, don't you? I feel like it's another type of item that they would find really interesting. And that checks it off, and we would only need, what, 3 more now? They really requested, what, 5 from us?
Yeah, we'll hold on to it. I mean, worst case, we can take them later.
True, I think so, you know? I'm gonna take a drink. Why not?
Okay.
To see how long it lasts. And so Sana cups her hands in it and takes a small sip.
After you drink, you're not sure how long it lasts, but all of your strikes will do an additional +2 damage, as that is your proficiency modifier.
Ooh.
Melee strikes.
Yeah.
It's like, you
Like the
get
shield
extra-
bash that I just recently learned.
It's a melee strike.
Yeah. And do I see anything in the bottom of it?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Give me a d20 roll. Give me another d20 roll.
Okay.
I'm not redoing that one twice. No way.
What?
Oh man. Alright, this is fun. Alright, I'm gonna text you what you found.
Okay.
Cool.
This is fun.
Yosara
Alright.
kind of just shrugs and says, fuck it, and drinks from the water while Sana's picking that up.
You will get a +2 to any strike made with packed weapon or Eldritch Blast, as that does add your proficiency modifier.
My proficiency modifier is 3.
Is it 3 at level 6? Okay, scratch that. Add 3 to your attack. For some reason, I thought that happened at level 7. I don't know why.
Wait,
So
is
add
it
3 to any attack.
Is proficiency out to your name? Because mine's 3 as well. I don't.
Nope, you're right. It's level based.
Okay. No worries. Sana, as she holds this item in her hand, just shakes her head and smiles and she pockets it. Because I'm going to save that for my apprentice. Alaric really, I think he'll need that sometime in the future. And she just smiles at the others and says, so where are we going next?
Where are you guys going?
Well, we have the staircase you guys are curious about. There's also way down south across a crazy long bridge. That staircase.
I definitely want to
That
check out
far-
this one staircase.
The far bottom, like southwest one, is where I saw all the rainbow circles.
Rainbow circle.
Well, I mean, there's got to be an easier path to get to it than if we were to go straight down. Perhaps we should go back to the others. Maybe go back to
What are you
the
guys
little
trying to do?
ones. To get down, here, I'll just move my character to where we want to go. We want to get down, like, here. Where these things are, these
Okay.
shiny things. Well, do we want to try and go up the staircase? Because we have just a short walk to get to the staircase. That way I won't trip, hopefully,
Yeah.
in lava. And we go up that, we'll leave the others there, and then when we come back out, we'll go down, and we can make our way in the shortest routes across the lava to get back down to it. Yosara, what do you think of that?
Yeah, that seems fair.
Okay. And let's leave the others there. Let them just take a short
Okay.
rest and heal if they needed to, depending on what they've got. And I'm going to just efficiently get across these three.
Fast or slow?
Just going fast. I'm tired of going slow. Just
Okay.
going fast.
Roll a D. No issues.
Just going fast.
I'm gonna run after her.
Y'all running fast?
I will run past.
All right. Go ahead and give me dexterity rolls. No issues if it's 8 or higher.
Just roll.
Oh!
Oh,
got an
Ildren,
issue.
you take 9 damage divided. You take 9 damage.
Okay. I will.
Yeah.
Can I, as a
Go ahead.
reaction, I'm gonna cast Absorb Elements.
I'm gonna say no
Yeah.
on this one, just
Nope.
because it is. Oops, I fell in lava damage.
Right. Not like a attack or anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
E for
Yeah.
effort on that one. That's a smart way to do it, but that's instant damage versus an instant. I'm gonna say damage.
Yeah,
takes
no
precedence
worries.
in this one.
I burn
Okay.
the crap out of my foot.
Burn the crap out of your foot. You guys come up to the spiral
now.
staircase and seems to go on infinitely. What do you guys do?
Sana just kind of looks up and says, "Yep. I think we're gonna have to climb this.
Time to get our cardio
Right.
in.
Let's do it. My legs are ready. They've been rested." And Sana
All
proceeds
right.
to climb up.
Anyone, give me a D6. No, sorry, D4, D4. Control Z that. Oh man,
Ew.
4. Very interesting. Okay.
Very good,
Let
very
me go ahead and add you guys to the new map, as I will be dropping a new map on you in 6 seconds. Sana, Usara, and where's Ildren? I'm gonna fix your character sizes in a second here. Ah. I made these wrong size. Okay, it's fine. That's okay. Cool. Here we go. And let's go with tokens. Should be unlocked now, so you can do whatever. As you guys come to, you've only walked up maybe 30 or 40 stairs, and all of a sudden you're at the top of whatever this place is. Your feet hit metal, and behind you, you do see the place that you came from. The stairs look a little different, almost like a window, but the air feels very dank and stale. You're in a place that you've never seen before, and the whole place is made of some sort of almost a metal. It feels very eerie and unusual. Nothing like anything you've felt, seen, or experienced before. What do you guys want to do?
Is this a door to the left?
They say what?
A door?
Is this a door?
So to the left, no, it is more of a window. To the right, it would be a door, and if you hover over it, you should see the word door and be able to click on it, opening it.
Ooh.
As you open it, two pieces of metal move both left and right, exposing another metal hallway. Again, everything here is made of metal, and as you walk, there's a heavy clanking sound. This is very unlike anywhere you've ever seen or anything you've ever experienced before.
This is very odd.
Can I look out this window back here?
That's the stairs.
As you look out the window, you see a combination of things. First, you see the stairs going down as you look close. But as you look horizontally, you see darkness and in the distant many, many, many stars.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go up to the top area and walk up to this other door that seems to be closed. And
As you open the door, you see several strange pieces of what look like stone, metal, something with blinking lights all over them, like glowing crystals. And as you walk closer and up, you hear a voice that says, "Welcome. I'm glad you're here. We have a problem, and unfortunately I've needed someone to help me solve this. Walk closer to the front, you'll see what I mean."
Fauna just says, "Hello? Where are
The
you?"
voice seems to come from all around you. "I am the floor you stand on and the ceiling above you. I am everything and nothing all at once.
I'm so sorry.
Know
for
that you
standing
are
on you.
safe here, but safety is a temporary construct in this place."
So what, you're the building we're in? Sana asked kind of confusedly.
Yes and no. This isn't the building that you're used to. I'm very aware of your mind. This is something far more and less in the same sentence. You see, we have a problem. This is not just some random building, but a sort of ship adrift in sort of the astral sea, and well, the ship's crew has made some costly mistakes. I may need you to help me decide what to do with their mistakes. Come to the very front, you will see exactly what I mean.
Do you mean this way? And Sana takes one step forward.
Yes, that is the front from my perspective. I understand. Perspectives can be very, very different.
Yeah.
Who was the
what I
crew?
guess.
The crew, they were a group of people who had noble ideas, but made some costly errors. As a result now, the crew has left us.
You didn't kill them, did you? Sana asked the random disembodied voice that she thinks is the floor. She kind of looks down at it, very still confused.
The disembodied voice says, "Of course not. My job is to protect life in general. Unfortunately, I have come to a point where I cannot directly protect life. I must make a decision on life, and I'm not qualified to make this decision.
Well, I don't know if we're as qualified or any more qualified. Sana again kind of says, she still kind of looks around the room, hoping she could identify where exactly the voice is coming from. And then she takes another step forward. But, we'll take a look, I guess.
As you walk forward, you see in the distance a very small, almost like a blue marble. Very, very blue. You see what you are looking out of those windows is a planet. I don't know if I can accurately explain what that is. Just know there are many, many people living on it. There are 2 factions that we've identified, and unfortunately they have been at war for a long time. Well, as luck or bad luck would have it, the crew has made some costly errors in studying them, and now, well, this ship it's doomed. We are going to crash with this planet in a period of time. No longer than you have here, you have no need to worry. But we have some decisions to make. We do not have enough ability to maneuver. So we have to decide how we crash, as that is inevitable. Essentially, understand this, and I try not to be crass, but your primitive nature makes you either the exact right or the exact wrong people to make this decision. As we are crashing, we can either pick the different factions. You have faction number 1 or faction number 2. If we decide to pick one of the factions to crash into, it will decimate them, killing most of their population. The other faction would then have a very easy time winning the war and more than likely genociding them. We could, of course, prevent that and crash on the far side of the planet, but we would have to accelerate in order to do that. This would cause the impact to be much more dramatic. The planet's surface is mostly water. It would cause a tidal wave destroying around half to 2/3 of each faction's current population. We could, of course, attempt to slow down, but it would only delay the inevitable. This ship is very different than a normal ship. If we slowed down, we would break up in the atmosphere, causing harmless damage to the planet. But our breaking up would cause poisons, for lack of a better term, to rain down on their atmosphere, shortening their lifespans, causing birth defects, and slowly killing many of them for many generations. But, ultimately, it would do no direct damage. Our crew left us before giving a decision, and as we're here to preserve life, we don't know what to do. Do we accelerate to the far side of the planet? Do we choose a winner in this war, either Faction 1 or Faction 2? Factions we unfortunately know very little, if anything, about? Or do we slow down and cause long-term lingering damage to both groups? We're not qualified to answer this. We need your guidance.
So,
Is anyone else on the ship?
Unfortunately not. The crew, facing this moral dilemma, left us without a decision.
So I'll go ahead and give you my very straightforward advice. The fact of the matter is, you know nothing about either.
Wait.
What? I'm merely giving my advice. I'm not giving him an answer of yes or no.
We know how dangerous words can be. Any answer to this question could be taken as your recommendation.
Understand, we are aware of the realms that your kind comes from. We mean no offense, of course. As there are 3 of you here, we look for a vote to an answer, as democracy is our way. This vote needs to be at least 2 people for 1 decision. Unfortunately, and the door closes behind you and locks, we cannot allow you to leave until you give us an answer, as we are not capable of making this decision by ourselves.
That's
Ooh.
marvelous.
FYI, this was written by a 15-year-old girl.
Oh, I like it.
Sana
It's
just
like a little logic puzzle.
shakes her head and says, "I'm gonna go ahead and let you know I disagree with the first two because we know nothing about either faction. I also disagree with the fact of blowing up in the atmosphere because I feel like that would do more harm than good. If you have a war and you want both sides to go together, I feel like you should land the ship on the opposite side and cause a wave. You will divide the factions and cause death on both sides, but that could then bring them together as they would not know what caused it. It could be seen as an act of God to stop their fighting. And this is just merely from the battle.
Is this your vote, Orange One?
No, it is not my vote. It is merely my discussion. First, we must discuss, and this is what my point of view is as I share it with my two companions. Sana.
The disembodied voice then says, "Excellent, you are the right people for this."
I think we're overlooking an option here. Voice. You talked about accelerating the ship, so there has to be something on here that is capable of doing that. Some
Tragically,
force.
we are out of our ability to accelerate beyond a single burst. We can go and attempt to angle ourselves into the land masses. There's very little land on this planet, this blue sphere that you see. Landing in the water would cause a tidal wave, a giant wave that would do excessive damage. So our best shot is to land as far from the land as possible. If we break up in the atmosphere, it'll cause...
Could we not destroy the ship?
Unfortunately, we do not have this kind of ability. We only have the choices of which direction we make our approach.
Yusara, from what this voice, Sana still shakes her head, not enjoying this conversation in general, is saying these are the choices. As normally you and I would continue to discuss and try and find another avenue that would be most beneficial to all parties, it doesn't sound like it's going to give us that option. The only reason I said that we should do the acceleration is because based on a little bit of knowledge I have and from what my mother used to tell me stories of from our goddess, the different factions become united after, tragic events or acts of war or other such miracles that the gods are able to present. So I feel like that might be the best option. Is I highly doubt, they'll understand what's happening when this thing explodes, let alone see it, if there's not as much land as the ship is saying.
That's not the only way to bring unity. This whole time, Ildren, as you've been uncomfortable, Ildren's been sitting there, very intrigued by this, and kind of goes up closer to the window and is, looking at the planet, just kind of, deep in thought. And he says, we know one thing about these factions, without a doubt. They're at war. And the act of wiping out one faction brings peace. Global peace. And although it's a horrible thing, it's also... Our other options are to bring calamity to the entire planet.
Eldrin,
and make
I think you misinterpreted that. If we crash the ship, we will decimate one clan, but we won't destroy them. Then another clan will commit genocide. And in essence, we would thus be,
contributing
giving them the right to commit genocide against another group. By creating a natural disaster for them, it almost could bring them together. Now, it's not the only way, but the ship, and correct me if I'm wrong, ship, Sana says, if we were to hit you into one group, there would still be survivors of that group, and thus the second, or the other faction would then seize power and take advantage of those that were left. Is that accurate?
From what little we've seen, their hatred seems to run deep. They're seafaring factions, and they attack on the water. There is a good chance that if one faction was decimated, the other faction would wipe them out.
You see what
And-
I mean, Eldaron?
Oh, I see exactly what you mean. And I think it's still the right choice. Because even though it leads to either, whatever choice we make, there will be suffering.
True.
We're simply directing it. And the outcome of this choice is that there is one faction remaining. And there is no one left to fight. The outcome of your choice is that there are still two factions and there's still the possibility of war. They're even more separated. They're even more desperate for resources now that they've been decimated.
You're not wrong, but I also feel like if we choose the option you're going with, we're controlling their fates in a sense, and we're making.
We're controlling their fate either way.
But you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. If we cause a natural disaster, whatever reaction they have based on decimating is on them. By us attacking one or the other specifically, that becomes a decision that we have to live with. We have to go on understanding that our choice here thus caused one faction to basically like enslave the other in a sense. And I, as a paladin, even with my vow of vengeance, do not want, that to be upon my shoulders. It's not right. People still should be given a choice, and we're basically taking that choice away from them.
And a disembodied voice says, "Don't worry, it won't be on your shoulders. It'll be on all of your shoulders, or whoever votes for it. You can always claim that your vote did not matter."
Either way, no matter what we say, it's going to be a choice that we have to live with after this. And it's the only way. And Sana walks over and just puts her fist on the closed door. It's the only way this door is going to open. So
You seem to have hit like a chord with Ildren. He's deeply contemplating your words. There seems to be like a little discord between maybe two different paths that he's walked down in his life. But he kind of shakes his head, breaks up his thought, and looks over to Yosara. God, I'm trying to get Sona, Yosara. Okay, Yosara. And says, "You've been a little quiet. What do you think?"
The voice's description of the planet sounds all too familiar. Even if we went with your option and took out one faction to let there be peace, there would only be peace until they got bored, until they wanted something else to fight about. They'd inevitably split. It's what people do. There would be some problem that would turn that faction into two separate factions in the future, and they'd have another war.
Certainly hard to argue with that.
It
But
would
we
be
could prevent it longer. It would take a lot longer for that to happen.
you don't know that.
There might be advances in society and culture, maybe.
You
we don't.
Boys, I have a question. Do you have some sort of estimate of how many would initially die with each choice? You're muted.
Numbers are difficult to calculate at this range. In terms of numbers of population, we can only estimate percentages. If we crashed into land, over 95% would perish. Almost immediately, the remainders could easily be mopped up by the other warring faction. If we crash on the opposite
95% of one faction?
of a single faction, minimal of the opposing faction, if any. If we crashed on the opposite side of the planet, we're looking at between 50% and 2/3 casualties on both sides. Breaking up in the atmosphere, that would allow poisons to rain down on the planet for several generations. We're talking 20-30% casualties over the first generation for 7 to 10 generations, the total loss of life would be considerably higher for much longer. Additionally, there would be burns caused from these poisons, birth defects, and other problems for many, many, many generations. But eventually, both sides would be able to emerge clean, as in time the atmosphere itself would clean itself.
After that, Sana slams her hand on the door again. No, you're not the type to draw this out and let these people suffer. I will not vote for that decision if that is one that you come to.
Also, understand that if we slow down, it will allow this generation to reach nearly their maximum lifespan before this happens.
But the next generation and the next will still have to suffer. Am I right?
Unfortunately, yes.
I don't suppose there's some way we can warn the planet.
No, that would not be advised. If we...
These are seafaring folk, you said, correct?
Yes.
They would know about the waves. If we were to crash on the other side of the planet and create a tidal wave, most likely they would be able to understand what that was.
The speed and impact that we would create would be nothing like they have ever experienced before. You are correct. There is a percentage of them that would survive and understand. But, again, the scale at which we are speaking is beyond their primitive comprehensions.
Sana takes a deep breath and says, I know what my decision is going to be, and it will not waver. I merely wait for you two to let me know what you have decided. And she looks at you, Zara, and Eldron.
A small console appears, and it gives you the 4 options of number 1 being crash on the outside of the planet, number 2 being basically pick faction 2 to survive, number 3 being pick faction 1 to survive, number 4 being break up in the atmosphere. If you choose to do a silent vote, you may cast your vote now and chat it to me privately.
Boyce, why do you say it would be ill-advised to contact these people and not impossible?
We have the limited ability to do limited contact with them, but understand we are far more advanced. We're not sure what sort of cultural implications that would have. It would also not prevent the catastrophe from happening. By contacting them before the catastrophe, we are not sure what it would do to their culture.
You could impact it, make a statement.
Could turn like apocalyptic and kill each other.
Any single one of these events is going to influence their culture.
You are correct. Perhaps a warning is the most merciful thing to do, but a warning could also be misinterpreted. We don't know what kind of effect that would have, and we have no way to predict the outcome.
I feel like it would give us even more responsibility if we tried to warn them, Yosara.
If you choose to warn them, we may do so, but it takes 2/3 majority.
Do you know the language they speak? Do you know how to communicate with them, not just that you can?
We have a routine that will allow for limited communication with them, essentially warning them in their host languages of what would be happening. The science and explanation of how this would work is beyond your understanding. Just know it would be able to deliver a short, direct message to explain what was happening or about to happen.
If we're able to warn them, I think we either need to go with crashing into the water or breaking up in the atmosphere.
We'll go ahead and tell you, Yosara, I'm not going to advocate for an atmosphere breakup. The amount of life lost is catastrophic on that whole scale. If you agree to do the other side of the planet and you give a warning in a way that emphasizes that war cause of what is to come. Very short and sweet, but makes people start to think that the reason why what follows the impact is because of them fighting. I think then you can influence them in a positive way, and we won't actually probably know the results of that, but that's where my mind is when it comes to this situation.
Understand, whatever we choose, it will be years before the impacts happen. Even if we chose to accelerate, it would be 3 to 5 years before we reach planet surface.
I feel like we're trying to take too much responsibility for this, and
You are not responsible. This was our mistake. We just need some guidance in how to rectify this mistake as best we can.
yes, but you're acting us for that guidance. You're acting us for assistance on a choice. The choice thus is impacting us in our lives, and we will continue to carry that with us as we strive onto our journey and back to what we know as our worlds.
He doesn't understand that he's an enchantment. Or something.
Enchantment? What do you mean?
Well, he's obviously a sentient castle or something, sentient ship at sea. This is some sort of magic spell, obviously. What else could it be?
You're not far off, though the magic has a different origin than the magic you are used to. It is based in what we call Scienc.
What?
Cause
I've never heard of
of
such
This
magic.
voice. The cause of this voice is not what we're debating here, children.
Oh, I know. I'm just staying. You're trying to appeal to this enchantment's sense of and empathy or humanity, for lack of a better word. Elvenry. And it's not there. It doesn't care what we carry with us. And I don't know, maybe we shouldn't care as much either. This is an awful decision no matter which way we go. Are you saying that you want to let the ship break up and cause the fallout? Sona? Is that the one that you are going
No,
to pick?
Sana wants to land in the water. She wants
I
the
want
tidal
the
wave.
that
Oh, the wave that separate. Okay.
That's what I lean towards the most, and nothing either of you has said convinces me that any other option would be best. And on that note, Sana steps forward and presses that option and says, I have casted my vote. Nothing you will say would convince me that any other option other than accelerating and crashing on the opposite side of the planet, creating a natural disaster for these people, will not be the best decision. And then she
A
leans
second
Not a
vote for
natural
this
disaster.
I respect your conviction.
by crashing on the other side and them not seeing the ship. To them, it will be a natural disaster. As they will have no idea, other than maybe like seeing a
It'll be
shooting
a meteor.
star, a meteor coming through their atmosphere. And this is not stuff that Sana would really know, but like just other than seeing a bright ball of fire in the sky, they will have no idea other than a giant wave headed towards them. And then Sana proceeds to just kind of lean next to the door as she's voted and she will not speak anymore.
Boys, how long would it take with the option of slowing down?
As we've said, the slowdown will allow this generation to live to the near end of their natural lifespans currently, but several generations
Just
from
how
there,
long?
about
You said
25
3 to
years.
5 years.
25
for the-
years.
I think that's the kindest option.
Ildren's just kind of sitting there, thumbing the hilt of his sword, kind of looking back at Sona every few seconds. I know what my mind is telling me to pick. My heart seems a little torn.
Poison and disease sound bad, but it's lower numbers of immediate death, and it's
Hold on, lower numbers?
I have-
The numbers will be catastrophic in the long run, and the amount of death will be astronomical. The fact that you can
And
do
the-
instantaneous
the immediate
kills on-
impact of the ship will be also catastrophic.
Yes, but then generations will continue to live on and not suffer burns and death and destruction. I have seen
10 generations living on is still living. A half-life is better than none at all.
Half-life would not be what I would choose to live at all. Make a decision that will continue to hurt people longer than giving them the option to end their lives quickly and move forward from there and learn from that, grow. Instead, they will suffer longer because of this.
Because nobody suffers for the death of people that they know. They're gonna continue to suffer anyway. You know that just as well as I do.
No. By crashing into this atmosphere, you will poison them for generations to come. You let people suffer longer than just 50% of a population being decimated and the rest being able to carry on. Yes, they will suffer emotionally. Yes, they will suffer mentally because they will lose people they love. But what you're implying is to allow 10 generations of people to continue to be poisoned and just come out just disformed. That, in my mind, is the worst punishment you could bring upon someone. Because a half-life is no life.
I've made my choice too.
Oh, okay.
What do you pick?
I'm messaging you.
Okay.
What if we all pick a different thing?
See what
Hang on a
happens.
second.
Oh God.
Let's see what Ysara picks.
What? Do I know what she picks, or is she keeping it secret?
I think she's... Okay, and with that, Ysara has made a selection, and suddenly Ysara and Sana disappear.
What?
Don't worry, Ysara and Sana, you both are fine, as you have been teleported to the room that you originally came in. The door then closes behind you.
You drag.
Yep, I'm
you
the
drag
wrong
over.
character. Dramatic moment, fucked it up.
That's okay.
With that,
I didn't even
the
see
door
it.
remains closed behind you as Ildren. 2 buttons appear before you.
Oh God.
One shows the opposite side of the planet. One shows the ship breaking up in the upper atmosphere. The
Ugh.
disembodied voice says, I apologize to lay this all on you, but your friends have chosen their choices. Remember,
Wow.
whatever you choose, it is not really your choice, as somebody has paved the way before you.
Somebody's paved the way before every choice I've ever made.
Now, on a meta note, if you want to be a dick, you can chat me your choice.
Okay. Give me like 20 seconds to consider that option. Ildren definitely stands there, contemplating back and forth. He says out loud to Illustre, if she's listening, I'm only trying to do what's right, and what I hope you would want me to do.
And
wrong, then
you
let
feel
it
you feel a sense of warmness and yet cold chills running up your spine, as if you feel a presence on you, but not guiding you.
All right. I'm gonna pick the accelerate and crash into the water.
The minute you touch that button, the voice just says, "Thank you." And you are then teleported into the room that you originally came in. There, one of the consoles on the side suddenly raises up 6 small cylinders. They're almost containers of some sort of a liquid. And as you approach the liquid, written in Sylvan for you all to read, says, I apologize for this choice. Please enjoy this. The beer of Braz, spelled B-R-A''S. It allows 2 opposite-sex people to enjoy a bubbly elixir. Once finished, the male will fall into a trance. The female may then dictate how the last hour went, with the male believing every single word so long as it does not affect their long-term accomplishments, status, or health, i.e. you can't tell a king to become a peasant, you can't tell them to walk off a cliff, or you can't suddenly declare yourself as the queen. Nothing completely ridiculous. However, this is great for low and mid-range tomfoolery. And the voice says, we appreciate this as clearly the female of your species is the more powerful, as you are the ones who are able to create and nurture life. We thought this would be appropriate and, well, your poor male made the final choice. He may need some guidance in the near future. You are then ushered back to the Cinderlin, where you appear exactly where you left.
Unbelievable.
You're gonna pocket that, hold on to that for long term.
I'm just nodding the whole time he's talking about me needing guidance, like, yeah, no, absolutely. Whew.
And as you guys hit the bottom of the stairs, I think this is actually a good place to end with Ildren choosing, not unilaterally, but making the final choice on what happens to an entire population, an entire planet of people.
Let's hope
And
that
I think
doesn't have
that's a great
repercussions.
way of saying, welcome to the crew.
Oh, thank you. What a sweet way to be incorporated through genocide.
And with that, we're going to close out the stream. Thank you so much, guys, for being here with us. Catch us next time, Wednesday, about 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. Thank you so much.